Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.
Welcome to another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. I'm your host of cultural commentary, Chase the Dark Sage, here with my co-host.
T.
And we're back with another episode of Hip Hop Goodness because we are the most consistent hip hop show on the platform, but also we are the one show that actually talks about the music. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video if y'all have not already while y'all way in here. As usual, timestamps will be in the description down below, as long as our social links and the form if you are an up and coming artist and you want to, send us your music to actually talk about, review, check out, all that type of things. We're not guaranteeing that we'll do it, but we might do it, and you can't be sensitive if we do it. But on today's show topics, I said it on Twitter. I'm about to give a A1 professional look at how to glaze great albums because we are talking about 10 out of 10 projects with Commons, B, and Big Crit's Crit was here. They both having anniversary reviews today. And we're usually going to go over our what we've been jamming, which is when we go over some of the music that we've been listening to in the past week, some of the news and music announcements and releasements and current events, like K.R.I.T coming out with something, Aaliyah coming out with a new song, Smoke Dizzas, announcing Crit's coming soon, Logic's new movie that B is really hyped for, that he's going to pre-order some tickets for. Jeezy could potentially be going to jail over a 2021 Range Rover, and why B supports feminism. Absol of tweeting and posting our video that we made about him last week on Twitter. Shout out to Absol. And the real conversation, unbiased truths about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef 1 year later. But like I said before, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we do have daily clips coming up on the channel. That way, in case you can't watch the full show, even though there are timestamps in the description, you'll be able to look at some of the clips that we post up on the actual YouTube channel itself. And you get to see the YouTube exclusive series that we have on here. Let's have a conversation in the Dark Sages interlude itself. But besides all that, B, how have you been since the last episode?
Yeah, I've been good, man. Y'all can see I'm live from the hyperbolic time chamber right now. It's all white in this room. You know what I'm saying?
Negro,
it's real. It's real.
blue.
You say what?
It's
Oh yeah, it was
blue.
blue. It's been a long time since I watched Dragon Ball Z. And also, you gotta understand, B, I was broke. I couldn't afford a color TV, you know what I'm saying? So it was black and white, you know what I mean? I never knew the color. I never knew what Super Saiyan. I never knew what Super Saiyan was either. Like, it was black and white to me. It was black, but it was.
Okay.
But nah,
This
man, I'm
guy.
I'm doing good, man. Work in progress right here. Just ready to work this studio up in here, this little office space. It's really echo, so hope you guys can still listen. B say he can hear me good, so I'm good. B, what about yourself?
I'm all right, man. Just chilling. As usual, vinyls is coming in. The work is just now supplying me with more vinyls. That's the thing. That's the problem. I got more vinyls coming in each week. Just doing my thing, supporting physical media as I always do. And a lot of good music came out last week, but we'll be talking about that in the what we've been jamming section. But besides that, I didn't see
What,
no
B?
movie last week. I'm trying to think of what all I did last week. Nothing. I did nothing, which is
Mhm.
good because I don't want to do anything. But besides all that, be what have you been jamming since the last episode?
See, I think you listen to this as well, so I guess we could talk about it. You listen to the Benny EP?
Oh yeah, Excelsior.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoyed it. B, I really
So,
enjoyed it.
so let's talk about it, B. We'll do a little mini,
I
little mini EP review.
Yeah, we
Oh,
haven't done one of those in a long while, but yeah, let's go
yeah.
ahead and get into it. But Excelsior by Benny the Butcher, 7 tracks, features from Premo, Harry
hmm
Fraud production, Derringer production, Boldy James on here, Styles P with a feature as well, and the Black Soprano family. B, was this on your radar of like knowing this was coming out this week?
No.
Okay, it
Um,
wasn't on mine either.
I think it got announced. Did it get announced Thursday?
I have no idea.
It was an
I don't
early
even think it was on that
announcement.
little thing I sent you to see what we was reviewing this week. I don't
Yeah,
even think it was on. I don't remember it
I
being
think
on there.
it
It
I
could have
think it
been.
was on there. It
Okay.
said Benny. I think it said
Okay.
Benny at the top. I could be wrong. But I think it
Okay.
was a late, like it was like later in the middle of the week. I won't know why I said early. But yeah, that's I was like, okay, I might check it out. I wasn't gonna check it out, B. But then I
Okay.
started thinking, let's see what Benny got cooking. So
Okay.
I went in, B. I listened to it twice so far. I gotta say, I'm liking it. Especially that one bar stuck out to me. I know which bar you think I'm talking about.
That J. Cole one.
Nah, that Freddie Gill's one.
I don't remember. I remember him saying something
The
about Freddie Gibbs, so I only
the
listened to it once. I'll be
no.
real with you. I only listened
Okay,
to it once.
okay. the last rap beef I got into, I gotta watch and I didn't sell it or whatever reason.
Oh yes, I remember that. I was listening to this. B, I wanted to take my AirPod out and throw it when I heard that. I was like, how disrespectful of you. Got to put it back in
Hey,
though because this EP was jamming. I can't
it
lie.
was
I'm sorry, Freddie.
hey,
I'm sorry.
hey, that intro, the corner, he sets the tone with that, bro, you know. And he
Hmm.
had I think no, not the corner. I am the
I know
program
what you
because the
mean. You was
corner,
talking about. You
yeah,
was talking
yeah,
about
my bad.
common.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then he had Primo. I guess the Primo guy's the guy like, hey Benny, you know they ain't like me from New York, blah 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 blah. Benny the Butcher. And like Benny get on there and set the tone, rap, and I'm like, okay, he sounded good on this. And then sign language. Okay, sign language. I like the song.
Mhm.
This is rare. This is a rare thing I'm about to say. Super
Uh
rare.
oh. Uh
I didn't really care for Harry for our production on that.
oh.
I think it was that sample.
Mm.
It was that sample that whoever was, I don't know if it was a sample or a girl singing. I didn't rock with her vocally like on that. It just didn't feel right to me. Because the
Mhm.
first time I heard it, I thought it was like the first few seconds. I thought it was a Tim's flip. I thought it was an I'll wait for you flip for some reason. I was like,
Mhm.
dang, why did it sound like that? But then as I started, I'm like, oh, it's not. I'm bugging. Because like vocally, I don't know if she reminded me of Tim's. But I listened to, her, I'm like, I don't think I'm feeling the rapping. I'm just not feeling that whoever's singing on the track. It just kind of
Mhm.
threw off the song for me. But when you get into like what Money and Power, I like Benny on there. The girl on there, she had a look. No, she was cool on there. It just
Mhm.
didn't she didn't feel comfortable on there to me for some reason. I don't know if it was
Mhm.
how she was mixed or something, but it didn't hit me, V. I was like, huh? But Benny, I don't know. Benny's starting to sound like old Benny to me on some of this stuff,
Mhm.
bro. And then you go into Duffel Bag, which is probably my favorite track on here, bro. That
What
beat,
Bodie on there? Mm.
Benny was going, and then Bodie just, I'm telling you, see, Bodie gives you, he dropped this week too. I didn't listen to his
I know.
album, but
Look,
yeah, he
when did
dropped
he
like,
not? When does he not?
he dropped every week. But like, he was rap. It's just, Bodie's dope,
Hmm.
bro. I just can't listen to Bodie like every week. I can't listen to one of your albums, but
Hmm.
his verse on here, dope. And then Styles P, I feel like Styles P was like, this was his song. He felt like he was
Hmm.
on the hook. He had a mini verse in the beginning, had a verse at the end. I got what he said, he got some the size of a killer buffalo, whatever he was saying. He was,
Hmm.
Styles P. And then the last track with, I guess those two guys are a part of Benny's BSF
Yeah.
label. That was a good ending because both of those guys has dope verses and Benny had a dope verse too. So I think this was a really stellar EPB. What you think about it?
Like I said, I only did one listen this weekend, because there was just so much that came out this weekend. But for me, this project, I'm like, okay, I like Benny in this pocket because for me, when it comes to the Griselda sound, the Griselda movement, a lot of them, I don't need super long projects, especially if you're not like making a lot of like great songs for me to just bump on their own. But this right here, perfect in pocket. To me, this was a 7 out of 7. Like he was hitting it all out of the park for me.
Mhm.
First of all, like you said, that tone, the mood and the atmosphere that Benny was in on this project right here. I like the dark and grittiness, but Benny has such a charisma about him when he is rapping and he's doing his rapping performance. I'm just like, you just love it because he's giving you such great personality on these tracks when he is
Mhm.
rapping. Harry Fraud's production, I really enjoyed it. I like the tone that it went for on this project itself. Derringer, I'm not really used to his production, but I did like it here in this instance for Money and Power. Duffel Bag Hottie's Revenge. When it came to like Duffel Bag Hottie's Revenge to Toxic, I was like, oh, these are the gritty raps I love. And
Mhm.
then it ending off on BSF, I'm like, this is perfect for me. I don't
Mhm.
know, even though he did have his ad lib in there, Big Butchie. I'm like, all right, dog, you supposed to retire that with the last project, dog. What are we doing? I literally, as soon as he said that, I took my AirPod out. I'm like, yo, I started dying laughing. I'm like, don't
Say
say Big Butchie on the track.
because I think he said it on sign language too, right? He said it on
I
like
forgot,
because on
but
sign
he
language
said it.
he said Butchie. I was like,
Yeah, and I'm
damn.
just like, dog, like stop calling yourself that. like me, you know, when like that person, like that you actually know, and they try to get off that nickname, like you're not getting this nickname off. Stop it. This is nasty. No one's calling you this. Ain't no one
Because
saying, "Hey, y'all heard of Big Butchie?" No, I'm
be
not
nobody
saying.
nobody gonna be like, yo, Butchie over there. Wow, like nobody gonna say, yo, Butchie fire. Like Nobody's saying that. Nobody's
We
saying
would
that, bro.
only call him that if he got beat up by Freddie Gibbs. That's the only way we call it Benny the Butcher Butchie. That's the only
It's
way we
too
call him
it's
that.
it's too close to Bussy, bro. He gotta chill. So close to Bussy. That boy Butchie.
Well, overall, man, I really enjoyed this project. When I get projects like this in short bursts and you give me the right tone, you give me the right production, you give me really great rapping performances. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I like to hear right here. And
Mhm.
the production was varied enough to where I didn't feel like I was listening to the same song over and over, which is one of my problems with Griselda projects sometimes. But overall, Excelsior by Benny the Butcher, highly recommend it. You guys need to check it out and listen to it. This was a really dope EP. I was pleasantly surprised with this. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it for my thoughts on this.
Yeah. Hey, yo. Y'all, check this out, man. It was really dope. Like Benny, like I said, he kind of feeling like old Benny to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he had spurts in that moment with the Summertime Butch to me. Like I didn't really rock with it as much, but it was some songs that I'm like, all right, I rock with this. But nah, and then him with 38 Special, I really loved that project last year. And I don't know for some reason, I didn't look at the features and I forgot who it was, but I think it was track 7, the first guy that rapped on the feature track. He sounded like 38 Special to me at first.
Hmm.
And as he kept going, I'm like, okay, that's not 38. I had to look at
Hmm.
the phone, but
Yeah,
the
to see.
yeah, and I was like, oh, that's not 38. But anyways, really dope project from Benny, bro. Seven tracks, something light. He gonna drop something full length this year as well. No pause on that.
I
But
was about to say, yeah, you need to pause on that.
but
Definitely
yeah,
need to pause
B,
on.
what you listen to, man?
I guess the first thing I'll get into is a single, Feel No Ways, the Yeat mix. I'm pretty sure you heard some of this,
Let's.
right, B?
I listened to it three times. Three times.
I listen to it like every day since it came out.
B,
I know
I
you
gotta.
don't like it, B. I'm not gonna lie though. Yeet. I can't say I was unfamiliar with your game, but I was unfamiliar with what you was gonna do with this because when the Coachella performance of this came out first, I was like, okay, I enjoy this. I understand. As a big Drake fan myself, I would do the same thing as an artist, do a little cover type action. Then when the video got previewed on Twitter before the song dropped, I'm like, woo, this sounds rough. I'm like, please keep this. And you guys know if you are a returning viewer of the channel, I love Yeet. I was like, this ain't it. But when the actual music, the song version came out, and then it was a re like mixed version, not remixed, but a remixed version of the song. I was like, all right, this sounds better. It's not great, but it sounds a lot better than what it was on that video preview. Overall, for me, I love this Drake song. This is one of my favorite Drake songs. I like Yeet. This felt like it wasn't enough Yeet isms on there. Like, yes, Yeet has his things where he's doing a little like the little ad libs and little screams and little noises, like he's Donnie from the Wild Thornberries. He has those little ad libs and noises he has in the background. But Yeet, I like this because, like I said, I like the song, but it's like Yeet's personality wasn't. He was very tame and safe on here. That's the thing. Even though the video version that got previewed on Twitter before, that was more in Yeat's bag personality wise, but that didn't sound good. So I'm like, was it better for him to go the safe way, or should he have like actually led with his personality a bit more like he did in that video preview? I don't know. B, I want to hear your thoughts on this.
So I listened to this three times, right? First time I listened to it, I was like, this ass. Second time I listened to it more of like an unbiased ear because I love the Drake Feel Away as well as one of my favorite songs by Drake. And I listened to it and I echo what you said when it comes to it wasn't much Yeetism. I wish he would have kind of flipped it in a way. Even like
Hmm.
switch the beat, add some bell to it. Y'all should
Hmm.
have sampled it or some do something like that. So I was like, dang. So I'm like, but overall, I'm like, I love this song. He pretty much did. The lyrics is the same. Ad libs is just different. His little
Hmm.
whatever. So I was like,
Hmm.
you know what? Got to play it for the lady. I like my if I play this for my wife, she don't really care for Drake, but she likes this song. I'm like, let me listen. To this. Let me play it for her, bro. We listen to it. This girl said she liked this song better than the Drake version.
Oh, okay. I
I
can't
was
agree
like,
with that. I
I
can't
said,
agree with
hey, bro,
that.
we was driving. I was going by 80 miles per hour. I almost kicked out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo,
B, you know I'm a Yee Glazer.
bro,
I'm also a Drake Glazer. I'm not going that far.
bro, my wife has some of the worst takes ever. No, I swear, bro, she probably get burnt at the stake if she was back in that time. You know what I mean? She be saying some wild stuff. I'm like, how did your mind come to that? Hey,
Hmm.
but nah, bros, but nah. Overall, I just said it's okay. After I listened to it 3 times, I was like, it's okay because it's just a cover. He had his ad libs is just a little different. And
Hmm.
young Twizzy feel away. You know, he can't say young nigga. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
yeah, of course
because
not. I mean, you
he
sure,
ain't no
B?
he ain't no
You sure?
Negro.
I thought
No,
we've had this conversation about a year ago when we first started the show that if he said the N word, we let it slide. That's what
no,
you
I
told
didn't say
me.
that. No, you said that. You said that. I remember that short we had a little traction back then. That
Uh,
too. That but
the
yeah, bro.
Yeats Feel No Ways. As a cover, it's cool. I guess like when it comes to like doing covers, generally speaking, what covers used to do back then, you should show that singer's like personality, but also their singing capabilities. Yeat isn't talented vocally. So it's like doing a song like this where you're not singing and it's a rap song that you more so, a melodic rap song that you're more so covering. I don't know. It's just a weird thing that we really don't see nowadays. Like we see interpolations, yes, but we never see like a full rap cover. So this was like
Mhm.
the first time experiencing this. I'm just like, this is different. This is unique, but it's I guess the best person to do this, I guess, would be a Yeat, someone that Drake has co-signed in the past and has collaborated with. So that was very interesting that Yeat chose to cover this and Drake gave the okay with this. I don't know.
Mhm.
But yeah. Y'all let us know what
Yeah.
y'all think about Yeats Feel No Ways down in the comment section down below. But what's the next thing you listen to?
All right. I'm gonna go with a project on this one because I was gonna hit a single, but I sent this to you. I sent you a track off the album, the mixtape or whatever. But hey, Belly Gang Cushington, you know what I'm saying?
I was supposed to listen to this, but I forgot. It was the one with the Be Easy Ti flip, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah. I
I heard
sent
that
that
flip
to
and I was
you.
like, is this a Ti flip? But
Yeah,
then
the
I realized that was
75.
B. Mhm.
75 on 75. Overall, man, I think this was a really cool project.
Mhm.
He has a lot of that southern, that old trap feel too, especially Atlanta, and it brings you back a little bit. You feel a little Jeezyism in there, also the T.I. flip. But he did one thing on here, B. I really want you to listen to. I want to know what you think about it. But he did a flip of "Sorry Mama" by Eminem,
Mhm.
and I don't know, it didn't hit for me.
It was
But
cringe.
I don't want to say it's cringe because this is he dealing with something personal he's talking about with his mother, you know what I'm saying? So I
But
never
it could
want to
still be
talk about
cringe.
I'm not saying this.
The
No,
execution
no.
cringe.
That's what I'm trying to get into. The subject matter wasn't cringe. The execution of it was a bit cringe, but that's the only kind of like hiccup when it comes to like what he was going for a track. That you probably shouldn't have went there, but I understand sometimes you gotta experiment, try some different things. So I also give him a little props for it. But you need you need to leave is probably my favorite track on here. I don't want to go by track. Just want to give people a summary of how I felt. But I think it was cool, B. I think he has one in him. I think he has something in him that he can put out like a little trap banger. Cause he got some stuff in here and he has that voice and he kind of bring you back, bro. He almost grabbed the pot. You know what I'm saying? I almost grabbed the pot.
This boy, a whole family man talking about still grabbing the pot. Sir, you need to
Hey,
grab that job application. That's what you need to grab.
hey, man, I almost grabbed the pot, man. But hey, if any of you guys like old, like Southern, oh, not old, but I mean like that '06 feel of the Atlanta the Atlanta trap music, the trap, the South how it feels, bro. It brings you back a little bit. It's kind of like a little time machine, a little bit with a little modern flavor to it. Benny Cushington, Belly Gang Cushington. I said Billy. The streets is yours. You know what I'm saying? So check it out, man. He got some stuff in here. He talking that talk, man. He get a little emotional, you know what I'm saying? Especially on that Sorry Mama track. But I want B, I gotta let you gotta hear that track. You gotta hear it. But yeah, shout out Belly Gang.
All right, my next project, since we're gonna be in this realm, I listened to Key Glock's newest album, Glockaveli.
B, same. I'm here too. What's
Oh,
up?
you
We
here
listen.
too? Oh, dang, we doing
Yeah.
multiple reviews this week, I guess. Huh? B, I went into this. I'm not gonna lie, my expectations were low, and they were right to be set low because I got exactly what I thought I was going to get on this project. And I can't say like, oh, he exceeded my expectations or anything like that. It's a cool trap album, but I think the problem with it for me is that to me, Key Glock doesn't have enough personality. He doesn't have enough charisma to hold this long of a project over 18 songs. He's doing the exact same flow almost every single song. He's rapping about the same stuff every single song. And my thing is this, it's a trap album. I know you're gonna rap about the same stuff, but it's all about, are you making good songs? Does one song sound like the other song too much? A lot of that happened with me to where it was like, this is blending in too much. Now, the first 5 to 6 tracks and some tracks scattered throughout this project, I enjoyed them, but would I go back to them is the real question. And I gotta say no. Like the only song I really, really enjoyed off of this project has to be the DJ Paul produced one, 3 a.m. in Tokyo. I enjoyed that because DJ Paul's production, I am glad that he got some type of 3-6 reminiscent production to go over. But overall, for me, I'm a trap aficionado. I already knew I wasn't gonna really like this because I always saw Key Glock as the Robin to Young Dolph's Batman. And to me, he's always been in that Young Dolph shadow, but he's done enough to stand out to where he's upgraded to Nightwing to a lot of people. For me, I still look at him as that Robin to where I'm like, you not yet Nightwing yet, because while this is quality produced, a lot of these sound like Key Glock type beats and he rapped over them. Like I said, same flows almost every song. Each song sounds similar to another. I did like the sample that they used in Stay Fly from 3 6 Mafia. He used it on here, but also I heard that done again last year with Big X the Plug. So I'm just like, no one's ever utilizing the sample in a better way than what 3 6 did on Stay Fly. And so I'm just like, this is an overused and too easy of a sample to where it's like, when you hear it, you think of Stay Fly. And I get it, you want to pay homage to the sample and 3 6, but it's like, it just don't hit for me. And I also don't get the theme of Glockaveli. Like, yes, every now and then he alludes to Young Dolph and, saying stuff like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be here in Young Dolph's place, or, always remembering him or whatever. But I guess none of it just really hit for me. When I think of like great trap albums, Culture by the Migos, Future's DS2, uh, Gucci Man has some mixtapes here and there, and some of them are quality, but it's like, this just doesn't hit for me. I seen a lot of people on hip hop Twitter hyping this up, and I'm like, do I gotta give y'all the quality trap tunes? Because it's like, I don't think y'all really know what the quality trap tunes is. Like, this quality sounding, yeah, it sounds quality, but overall it's very repetitive. I don't know, B. Go ahead. Look, I'm done cooking. Go ahead, B. I gotta hear your
Yeah,
thoughts.
B, you pretty much cook, B. I'm just gonna add a little dessert on the side of it. But yeah, look, when you said Big X the Plug, I think I have the same critique you had on him last year, because
Mhm.
it was it last year? Because it's the
Yeah, it
same
was last
formula.
year. Hmm.
I got a soul sample. I'm gonna flip it in the beginning, boom, drop the beat. It's pretty much what Key Glock did on most of production. Yeah,
Hmm.
shout, he did the Badu sample, he sampled like you said, the Stay Fly, all this type of stuff. I'm like, yo, I already know what's gonna happen. The flows, it's the same. This flow I fell in love with on Russian Cream, it's the same. Like I never listened to a full Key Glock project. You know what I'm saying? I like him in spurts. Like in certain tracks,
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm cool with that. But listen to a full project of this, it was like the same thing. Yes, production, like you said, is cool. You're doing little flips, but other than that, it's like, what else I'm getting from this? Subject matter the same. It was no, it was no variety. And
Hmm.
sometimes that can't. It's crazy because it could be a pro and a con. And I know that people will be like, okay, well, what do you expect the artist to do? Every artist don't have to do. I know, but I have to find a way to enjoy the music. I gotta enjoy it, and this was my problem with it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, when you said the 3 6 joint, that was I mean, DJ Paul produced track. That was a track that stood out to me. It wasn't
Hmm.
my favorite, but it stood out to me from production wise. I'm like, okay,
Hmm.
I heard DJ Paul a little ad lib in the beginning. I'm like, okay, it's different. But then he had these bonus tracks on here. It was you listened to the bonus track joints, the 21 tracks.
I listened to the 18. I was good with the 18. I'm glad I didn't go further than that.
I listened to the whole 21 B, and I'm like, dang, why did I do that? It's and I'm not being mean or nothing, but
Hmm.
it was just the same. It was just the same thing, bro. And but RP Dolph, Key Glock, like
Yeah.
I like you in spurts. Like Russian Cream is the song that kind of put me on to him. And it's crazy how that's a really dope song, but it's like it felt like he's just not saying he's trying to recreate it, but it's like the flow is still the same. It's like where is
Hmm.
the growth in the rapper? Like
Hmm.
where's the technical? Like, come on, switch it up a little bit. Even Gucci, I have my critiques on Gucci, but we talked about how Gucci would do some other things as a
Hmm.
rapper in the trap field. You know what I'm saying? So and like, come on, he led he kind of paid the foundation for you guys. So even Future getting different bags. You got different trap artists that actually do different things. I feel like Key Glock is and Big X the plug them. They kind of stay like D-Lo, all them kind of guys. They even though I know D-Lo is not fully like trap like how this is,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still like that same old samey flow. It's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
very formulaic, very
Yeah,
formulaic. And
yeah.
that's what makes this project really boring to me. Like I said, when I'm comparing great trap projects, Future's DS2, Migos Culture, great
Mm.
songs, lots of bangers, different flows, lots of personality in those songs. Just a very fun time and high playability. These right here, I'm just like, it just falls flat to me. And I don't
He
like that beat.
If he made this shorter, he could have got a better review out of me, or like I probably would have got a better listen if it was a shorter project because 18 to 21 tracks plus plus the bonus tracks,
Mhm.
it can be like it could just be like redundant,
Mhm.
like dang, bro, like
I gotta echo my sentiments from last week's episode. I told you this is the type of album where if I'm playing this in the car and I gotta get out the car real quick, I don't pause the music. I just let it keep going. I'm not missing anything. It's the
B.
same thing.
I can give you a personal experience with the album. I'm
Mhm.
working. I had my headphones on. I had a customer come up to me. They was looking for something. B. I just went like this. Music still playing here. I'm like, okay, yeah, I
Mhm.
get that for you. I got you.
Mhm.
Like, I don't have to. Usually, I pause when I'm listening to an album if they come up to me.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get this out the way. You know what I'm saying? You
Facts,
just,
facts.
hey, I'm trying to get that runtime. Like, okay, what he's like, okay, it's the same stuff. It's like, it's nothing that I caught from this album. Like, dang, that was really powerful. Like, oh, he said, oh, that stuck out to me. Oh, this bar, no, nothing really stuck to me. It didn't stick. My
Mhm.
bad. I don't know. I'm sorry, Key
Yeah.
Glock. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I mean, like I said, I just hate when hip hop Twitter, they don't know good trap. I'm just like, what are we talking about right now? Like, no.
To
Like
my Joey B. I saw
Joey,
you know the
Dobson,
but you saw Joey's you saw
Russ. Shout out to the
Joey's
boy Russ. But no, I didn't see Joey stuff. What did he say?
I gotta go to it, but he was just like, man, so bro, I'm gonna go to it. I might read it at the end of the at the end of the episode, B, if I
You gonna
find
read
it
at the
real
end of the
quick.
episode?
If I find
Okay.
it. If I
All
find
right,
it.
man. But yeah, Key Glock's Glockaveli. Uh, this wasn't it for me personally. But I mean, I could kind of see why people would like this. But y'all let us know what y'all think about this down in the comment section down below. B, you got another project or song?
I have a song I want to talk about. I know this kind of gonna be a little lengthy. We'll be jamming because we kind of doing little mini reviews, but I'm pretty sure you didn't listen to the Summer Walker track.
I forgot. I've been so busy this weekend, B.
I listened to it today, and she put out like three versions. Let me make sure I get the
Again?
versions right real quick.
Look, B, you hear
Yeah,
me? Again? She did that with Heart of a Woman, Summer.
yep,
And did you see I seen that she put a website up today for how where's the album or whatever it is.com. And
yeah.
basically it shows you how many days it's been since the last album. It was like 1,277
hmm
and they got the days, the actual hours and stuff like that. And I'm just like, Summer, if you don't drop that goddamn album.
She better drop it soon. But the single is called "Spend It," and she has "Spend It," just the regular version that she's putting out, and she has the Diamonds and Pearls version. Which the Diamonds and Pearl version, I think, is a little it's more like I feel like a softer type of vibe for the song. And then the Rent is Due version is kind of like a sped up version, pretty much. The beat,
Oh,
I
the
to be
rent is due.
yeah, the Rent is Due. So to be honest, it has more of a like if even though the original version it's a radio friendly track. But for some reason, the Rent is Due version seems like it's a more, even though it's kind of sped up, it feel like it'll be played on the radio more. I thought the song was pretty cool. The subject matter is like, she don't want your heart, she wants your black heart, pretty much like, you hurt me now, spend this money type of thing. I kind of like, I know you like Summer too. I love Summer
Mhm,
Walker, but it's a cool track, B. I'm ready for the album, like you said. I need to hear all this together. I want to know what you're cooking. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
You got some yams over here, but I need the
mhm,
meat. You know what I'm saying? I
mhm.
need the meat. No pause. I need the meat. I need yeah, I need the full bill. You know what I mean? Hold on.
Come on, man. What is this show turning into? We need to start putting the and right in between the B and the C because of you.
Before I have one. I will listen to some music, but I have one more track that I listen to. Khamari. I don't know if you ever listened to Khamari. I talked about him before. I talked about like one of his albums on here. He's pretty much like a Frank Ocean like clone.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about
Yeah.
this dude.
Yeah. He put out a song called Head in a Jar, which I enjoy. Like if you have a Frank Ocean fix you missing, you go to
Mhm.
this man right here. He'll fill that for you. You know what I'm saying? He'll fill that hole that's in your heart for Frank Ocean. He'll fill it up real nicely. But one thing about Kamari, like he's good, but I think he do need something that could get him out of this Frank Ocean type of
Make him
child.
stand out more,
He needs to stand out more
have his
because
own
vocally,
style.
yeah, because vocally, he's no like he's like him and Frank Ocean kind of like in the same boat. Like,
Hmm.
you know, he's not impressing you more vocally, in my opinion.
Hmm.
He seems more of a somber guy. I think the only thing different he's not straight. I mean, he's straight. He's not gay. Like, I'm trying to think of something different. He box. I think he a boxer. He look a little fit. You know what I mean? But like musically, you know, I'm thinking of outside the music. But like musically, I'm trying to find something that can make him stand apart. Like, well, okay, what I can go to Kamari for that I can't get from Frank Ocean. You know what I'm saying? Because when Frank Ocean come out, not saying you're not gonna have no listeners, but when Frank fill that hole that you've been missing from Frank. What you got? You know what I'm saying? No pause.
Talking about Franks, talking about hoes is crazy on this show.
It's the BBC, B. Come on.
No, no. What did Penny say? B, B, and C.
It, it it all comes back to the BBC, man. Come on. Everything.
But yeah, I keep forgetting to listen to this dude, man. I don't know why.
Check him out, bro. Check him out. I don't think he'll be like somebody you'll like, to be honest, like love. Because I don't think you ain't even big to Frank Ocean like that, right?
I like Frank enough, but I don't get the hype behind Frank,
Yeah.
especially
Because
as an R&B artist.
you're not a blonde Frank fan like that either, right?
I'm a Channel Orange Frank fan. I
Yeah.
got Blonde on vinyl, but I'm a
Yeah.
Channel Orange Nostalgia Ultra Frank
Hmm.
fan. But I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Blonde too. Blonde is cool. It's just I
Yeah.
never saw like this super duper hype around Blonde. Like I thought it was an enjoyable album, but the lengths that people go to for that album, I'm like, I didn't
Do,
get that, but
do you remember what we was when Blind dropped? Do you remember that day?
I think I remember because wasn't
We,
it when he had that show on Apple Music and all that type of stuff?
we was me and you was at the mall, B.
Uh-huh.
And I remember looking on my phone on Twitter and seeing that Frank Pizza dropped something. I was like, yo, B, I gotta go. I remember like I bought a backpack. I remember we was at the we was in what's the mall in Arlington? What's the mall called? North is it
Parks.
Parks? We was in Parks
Mhm.
Mall, bro. I remember, bro. And I was like, yo, B, you gotta get me home, B. I remember, bro. I remember that day, bro. I swear. I remember
Oh
I bought a
man.
backpack. I remember I bought a backpack that day. But yeah, but
Mm.
Kamar,
I
he's
feel
cool. If
it.
y'all want to check him out, y'all check him out. He can fill that hole for you.
Pause. Uh, that was it for you, B? Or you still got more?
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Fine. I'm about to do some quick hits then. I
Mm,
forgot to talk about this last episode, but I listened to Amir Obi's latest project, Looking for the Nearest Exit. For me, this feels like a return to form. He's in that atmospheric, moody, melodic bag that I really like for Amir Obi to do. He was doing it on this. I enjoy it. I'm an Amir Obi fan. I need more music now, but I need to replay this a
mm,
little bit more because I gotta let this sit and marinate. Speaking of
mm.
trap albums, though, that we was listening to, I gotta listen to the Godfather of Trap himself. Listen to his debut album this week, Gucci Man's Trap House.
Mm.
Woo! As an artist and as a MC rapper, he has grown a lot from this project. Because some of this, I'm like, oh, some of the producers he had up from here, like Zaytoven, I'm like, oh, oh, I don't remember this in the highest of regards. But I mean, looking back at this, and then like I said, right after this, I went back to greatest of all trappers. I'm like, Gucci became a way better rapper. He's exhibiting way better flows. He's on the beat better. He has way more confidence. Sometimes when you hear Gucci on this, you can just tell he just went in the studio. He just starts saying whatever. I'm just like, all right, dog. Like, what are we doing right here? But songs like So Icy, the song like Black Tea or whatever, jams. He got some jams on here, but woo, this feels dated, especially for an older trap album like this. And Gucci was just he wasn't Gucci. Like
Mm.
even the jump from Trap House to Back to the Trap House was such a huge jump in who Gucci was and how he was rapping and his rapping ability in general, and him being able to make songs. I'm like, all right. This is a way better, way more reformed Gucci itself. But yeah, going
I,
back to the trap
I
house. Ugh.
I remember when Trey brought that to he brought that album to school, bro. I think in middle school, bro. Had it on the CD player. And we was bumping it in the PE in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know, got that. I'm so icy. We was in that,
Jam.
bro. I remember, bro, 'cause we was sharing the little headphones. I'm like, yo, bro, let me listen to it. Let me listen to it. Yeah, I remember, bro. Memories, bro, like Gucci, bro. Oh man,
Oh,
that early Gucci days. Even though a
mhm.
lot of that stuff wasn't mixed, if you go back to it, it was like it was just like they were just putting out music, boy. It sound crazy. It was like Gucci was like, "Hey, put it out." Like, we'll need no engineer.
Hey, V, I can tell he was one of them type of Negroes. He probably got what is that app that we have for audio? He probably went in that app. He just got the MP3, not the stems or anything like that.
We talking
He
about the
just put
old
his
one,
vocal
Audacity.
Audacity. That's what it is. He probably put the MP3 in there, recorded his vocals. He just called it a day. What are you
Facts,
doing right now?
facts, bro.
But yeah,
Facts.
went to listen to Gucci's Trap House. But if we want to get some more laughs off, I listened to Logic's new Rage song. It's a fee. I watched the music video for it too.
It's out. I didn't even
Hmm.
know that. B. I didn't even know. B. What you think?
I should have charged him a fee to listen to that. That was one of the worst Rage songs I've ever heard in my life. That music video was trash. The rapping was trash. The song was trash. The beat was trash. It's like he's trying to colonize the Rage sound. B, I don't like this. B,
Hey, bro is trying to go into different worlds. B, he's traveling. Remember, he
hey,
go. What's that guy name with his whole little incredible story? Come on, bro. He's a
I
time
forgot his
traveler.
name, but
B.
the
He's a
worst part is, I guess the cover of it, it says side quest on there, and he has like Dragon's Quest, like he has a Dragon's Quest outfit on. I'm just like, stop being disrespectful to so many people right now. Just stop it. What are we
bro,
doing right now, B?
bro.
B, I see
Logic,
people in the comments say like, why did this get more promotion than Ultra 85?
bro. Logic is so corny, bro. Like every day, this man right here wakes up and he says side quest. He wakes up and like, I want to live somebody else's life because I don't even want to be. Nah, let me stop. Let me stop. That's being really mean.
Is that the logic
Let
in
me
them,
be.
B?
That's the logic in him, B. That's the logic in him. But I'm gonna chill because I was finna get really disrespectful. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna relax.
Hey, B, we never know who's watching, so hey, we
You
never
never
know.
know.
Never know. I guess the last thing I could talk about, Forbats, he dropped a little EP called Since Y'all Say I Don't Drop Enough, which I mean, I don't think you do. He dropped two songs, a little two-pack. You know, he's recently dating Anicia, one of my sworn enemies on the show. Um, it's cool. If you like Forbats' style, you'll like these songs, but he doesn't drop enough. You need to drop another project like you did last year. You only
Mhm.
gave us like what, 7 songs? You need to drop another one. You don't need to drop a two-pack. But in my Spotify algorithm, and all my R&B mixes and stuff like that, they usually play me some Forbat songs that I haven't heard or that now I'm used to hearing it because they be playing them. But yeah, I mean, Forbats has a style about him. It's very generic, especially for him. If you like it, then you'll enjoy the songs. But if you don't, then this isn't gonna win you over. I'm gonna be real with you.
Remember, like when we did the review of his EP or whatever, we talked about how if he's not gonna put out a project, he needs to be somewhere
Hmm.
features. You know, he
Hmm.
need to be in our faces because he was one of those guys that could be, coined as a one hit wonder, and you have this hot viral track and like you seem more mysterious. You had Drake popping up, you have the Kanye stuff, and then now it's just like, who are you? Like you don't
Hmm.
have that same uh you don't have that same steam. It's just so crazy how things can just go down from here. Like you're not saying like it's over for him, but it's closer to over than me and to being on because bro, you gotta stay in our faces somehow even when it comes to it could be bad publicity. I know you're in a relationship right now, but like you have to be current because that's the society we in right now. Like we in that type of space. Like if let's say me and you we work outside of YouTube and we do other things that picture if we was some guys didn't work and then like we just going in on like content creation. I feel like we want to be like we already do the daily uploads. Picture if it was just this, B, nothing else. Just we
Just
had
the
to do
show.
this.
Just
That's what I'm saying. Like we gonna be putting
yeah.
out, we're gonna be producing more stuff. Like
Hmm.
your brain already be going. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like I'm saying, like him being who he is, he has to understand he has to do that, bro. And I don't know.
Yeah. And it got me thinking of a topic that we could talk about later on how like one hit wonders don't exist anymore in today's day and age compared to back then because they have
Right.
social media. But the worst part about Four Bats is that he's not an Ice Spice. He's not a light skinned big booty girl that you could flaunt your
Mm-mm.
butt off or your looks off, and
Mm-mm.
that could get you by for a while. And you could be a meme, like being made fun of. But the only gimmick for you was you had the super light pitched voice, which you probably used auto tune on. There's no disrespect, you probably did use auto tune on,
Mm-hmm.
and you was a guy that was singing in the hood that was very unexpected image wise and the content that you were seeking about. And you near the hometown, so we gotta
Yeah.
support. But
Right.
besides that, it's like, what are you bringing?
Yeah.
Are you just a gimmicky like singer? Like I know he has a song with I think Jeremiah, a song with Lil Baby,
Mm-hmm.
a song with Usher, and also Usher working with him. Not to a bad thing, but it also goes against what Usher was saying about T Pain using auto tune. But you're working with someone that's using auto tune. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's very strange territory, and I see him more talked about with his relationship with Anicia, my sworn enemy, than him. And so I'm just like, four bats, get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Please get it together.
And I know he's young, so he also got, like you said, the gimmick. Like you gotta make your step another way, bro. Because the whole mysterious and being this hood guy that has this light voice, like you said, with the affection, auto tune or whatever, is gone now. Like you're not impressing nobody. I didn't see nobody talking about this. I actually forgot this came out.
Mhm. I
Nothing.
didn't see anyone talking about it at all. It popped up on my thing because I follow him on Spotify. So,
Yeah. Only time I thought about it is when I walked into work this morning and one of my coworkers was playing it on the bigs. Because
mm,
he likes to play like slower music in the mornings.
mhm,
So, but that's
understandable.
it.
But yeah, four bats. You don't drop enough, and I think he was responding to us saying that on the show about his album review. I don't know. But yeah, you don't drop enough. You need to drop more. And I think that's about it for what we've been jamming. Yeah, I think that's about it,
Hmm.
B. I think I feel satisfied for now. But
Hmm.
yeah, let us know what y'all been jamming down in the comment section down below. Today's episode was a bit longer than usual, but y'all know that we gonna clip up them reviews though for the show. But yeah,
Yes,
y'all let us know
sir.
what y'all been jamming down in the comment section down below. But now it's time to get on to the news section of the show where we talk about hip hop releases, announcements, and current events. But let's go ahead and start off with the new music announcements and releasements. Kid Cudi, Neverland, May 9th. That's nasty. No grown man should be naming anything Neverland. I'm gonna just say that right now.
Why not be?
Last man that named something Neverland, he's still getting allegations that he's in the grave.
Hey man, somebody
I'm
gotta
just
have
saying.
imagination. Somebody gotta have imagination. Be not in that way. Hold on, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't take it that way, guys. Don't take it that way. Because Neverland can mean so many different things for Kid Cudi.
It
Cudi
can.
always no, Cudi, we know him being out of space. And now he's found a
Mhm.
new land, Neverland. Come on, bro. Do the science. Come
Well,
on.
I thought he
He's
already
coming with
found
a new
Neverland with
sound.
Speeding Bullet to Heaven. I thought that was a Neverland because we never go back to that. We never land back on that again.
All right, all right, all right. We gonna chill. We gonna chill. We gonna chill. We don't want to. What's next, B? What's next?
Hey, Blackground Records, who I assume owns Aaliyah's publishing and things like that, because I did buy some records from them recently, even though they haven't shipped my stuff out. So y'all are on my watch list right now.
Mhm.
Blackground Records has released a new Aaliyah song featuring Tank Gone. It's exclusive on their BLK streaming app at the time of this recording right here. I have
Mhm.
not listened to it because I do not have this app. Could I have listened to it any other way? Of course, but I'm not gonna go out my way for that. But yeah, featuring Tank. I know
Hey,
Tank
hey,
has some. Go ahead.
ain't BLK like the dating site?
That's what I thought at first, but I guess they have a streaming app. Mhm. I think it's for Blackground Records though. I think BLK. I guess there's a separate stream. There's a different like actual streaming app for Blackground Records itself. They have a whole website. They got some Timbaland and Magoo stuff on there. Yeah, they got Tank's first few albums on there as well. But yeah, I'm not really interested in posthumous songs, music, stuff like that. So, I'm not really interested in it. B, are you?
Nah. I'm about to do some research on this. I'm about to do some research on this black app.
Okay. All right. Next
Yeah,
piece of news.
but
What?
now B says black. BLK is the number one dating and lifestyle app for the black community, created a warm, inviting, and supportive space where black loves could celebrate it all its in all its my bad. Ah,
Oh. maybe it's called Black Stream, BLK Stream.
BLK
Maybe that's what
stream.
the app is called. Oh yeah, because I'm looking at the website right now. BLK. It's called. What does it say? Transforming entertainment with AI. Oh yeah, I'm off this because it says Black BLK Stream AI leverages cutting edge AI technology to revolutionize interaction between fans and artists, labels, and the movie industry.
Oh, is it called All Black?
No, BLK Stream. Like it's
Mm,
spaced out. BLK is together, then space out Stream. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
okay.
Doesn't look. Especially with the whole AI stuff. Don't really care for that. But next piece of news we got Smiley confirms Drake has been locked in for his new album, even during slash after the Nokia music video shoot. I saw a clip of Smiley saying, "Oh yeah, Drake is really locked in. Like after the Nokia music video shoot, he was eating some pasta with his headphones in, just locking in. Like there was a party happening next door, and he was just locking in." And I'm just like, what does this mean coming from Smiley? I'm
Molly
pretty
go
sure
sit down somewhere.
That Smiley interview is 75% about Drake, 25% about him working with Drake, and that's it. I'm like, I know he came out with a new album. I think what this week. Neither of us listened to that.
And get him, hey, get him out of here, Quoty, or whatever how they talk. Get him out of here, mans. Get this man's out of here.
Yeah, let's actually talk about some more exciting news from a more credible source. Smoke Dizza, crit dropping soon. Dot dot dot. Just came here this morning to say that. Oh, May 2nd, baby. We're here. We're finally here.
Hold up, May
Now, I
2nd.
he said that on May 2nd. He said that on
Oh,
May
oh,
2nd.
oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
oh.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, B, it's out.
No, 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 no. Me, I would have been talking about that once we've been jamming. But
Now
yeah,
that's a review, B. That's a
yeah.
review. Crit.
Facts, facts. Facts. I will not lie. I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit skeptical. New Crit has not been a crit that I've been fond of, and New Crit is really to me post. It's better this way. Really post Catalactica, because to me there was a certain change about Crit after Catalactica. It's very noticeable, especially with his more. He's become more articulate, less like southern drawled approached. No, it's hard for me to explain it, but I feel like if you're a huge Crit fan, if you like listen to Big Crit a lot, then you will get what I'm saying. But it's this way about Crit where to me the only project that's hit for me, like hit, is Forever is a Mighty Long Time. But it's better this way is cool. 12 for 12 is cool as well. It's that Digital Roses and Crit is here. Those are the ones where I'm like, I give these passes because you're Crit. But and then his last EP day came out with, I think last year or 2 years ago. I need to give it some more listens, but I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm scared, but I am ready for new Crit music. B, how do you feel about this?
This actually got me a little hype because I started thinking. I was like, okay, we got new crit. You know, his last
Okay.
project wasn't received as well. The one before that wasn't as well, received too much. He was trying to do his little trappies. Wasn't he trying to do more like he
More
was trying to
mainstream
yeah,
sound,
more
I'll say.
mainstream sounds on
He went
Crit is
over
here.
different production and
Mm-hmm.
you're not J.
It
Cole.
just
Don't do
it
that.
just it just didn't hit like right. So I started
Mhm.
thinking, what happened last year, B? We
What
had the
happened last
beef.
year is in what? Okay, okay.
We had the beef, right? We had J. Cole, we had Kendrick and Drake beef. These are his peers. These guys he used to touch hands with back in the day. I think this lit a fire in him. I feel like it's
Mm,
like the same thing. Like I think Crit like, all right, Crit is here now. I
hmm
think he's gonna try to show us something. Like he's gonna kind of return back and forth, but actually have a chip on his shoulder. He has to be. Like you got to look at like, okay, Wale trying to drop this year. Big Sean dropped
hmm
last year, and look what happened
hmm
with Big Sean.
Okay, okay.
I
Okay.
and
We
we
cooking.
we've been having this like this resurgence and everybody doing these retrospectives on the blog era. B, I think we finna get something. B,
And Wiz dropped this year too.
and where's drop dope. Look at that. Look at the connections. All these
And
guys, bro.
Currency and Smoke Dizza just
And
dropped a project together too.
facts. So I'm just saying. I think Crit finna put something on our head. B, and look what happened with what we what we're reviewing.
Oh
We
yeah, Crit
reviewing
was here.
his
Oh yeah.
we reviewing one of his best works ever.
hmm
And this is the 15th year.
Yeah, 15th year. hmm
B, we getting something. We getting something. You know what I
I need
mean?
Crit to show out. See, I wasn't thinking about it like that. I need Crit to show out now. Crit's one of my favorite artists. well, favorite rappers, whatever. I need him to show out.
I
need
think
him
he
to.
will. B, I was listening to Crit. You know, we're gonna talk about it, but it just made me think about this. So I'm excited. I'm actually this is an album I can say I'm really excited for. Going back and listening to Crit is here, which we'll talk about later, made me more excited about this. Thinking about just the history, the 15 years, thinking about I've been doing this since '05. Just that hunger he had, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
making
And
my
just I'm a
own
lead.
beats. What the f?
What the fuck? You know, so he had that chip on his shoulder. And I feel like it's
Uh-huh.
something else, like nobody bringing me up. It's like the Mount Olympus. It made me think about all that, B. And I think this is when he's, hey, you know what I mean? Let me cook a little bit though. But that's just what I was feeling,
You
B.
cooking right now, B. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just
I'm a
saying.
glazer of Crit over here. I be skeptical sometimes though, because he
I
has let
know,
me
I
down
know.
before. But I give him passes for the letdowns because he's given me great bodies of work previously. But
Yeah.
I'm always skeptical because I'm just like, Crit, please just hit that itch for me real quick, dog. Like, come on, what are we doing right here? But
Did we
yeah,
re-
Crit.
did we review Catalactica this year in the beginning?
No,
Yeah.
I think we reviewed it last
It
year
was
at the
last.
end of. It was towards the end of. I think.
Yeah. I think it was the
Yeah, I
end of
think so.
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, it was towards the end of last year.
I'm just saying, B. Think about that, Catalactica. Come on, man.
I got to be. Nah,
It's
see,
time. It's
I listen
time.
to
It's
Crit
time.
heavily, often. It
It's
is
time,
time.
B.
He's been very quiet, and I'm just trying to see what he's gonna drop. I don't need another EP Crit. I need the full load now.
See, you need that meat. You need that meat. You know what
And last piece of hip hop music releases we have. Uzi says he's dropping music for the summer. Someone said, Uzi, you gotta drop this summer. He basically said he is. I feel like whatever he's going to drop, it will not appease the masses because you will all have turned on him at Eternal to Take Two when really that was a good goddamn album. I'm not gonna forgive y'all for that.
was that this year or last year?
That was last year. Because then that was in my top
B.
10 of last year.
It is. It's so crazy how it feels like just this year has just been, dead.
Ah, okay. Well, it has not been dead, but all right. It
Yeah,
just hasn't been as lively as last year.
I'm just saying.
Last year
Corpse?
was. Oh,
No. I'll let it make it. We're gonna see at the end of the year how I feel. But right now, a little sketchy. Hey, life support?
oh man. I'm not necessarily hyped for this, but I'm open to hearing what Uzi has to say. I like this last album. I still jam it now. So yeah.
Yeah.
But B, it looks like we don't have no albums that we know of as of right
Mm-mm.
now dropping this week. So
I
yeah.
tried to find something.
Yeah,
So
so
we
y'all
NA
gonna get
right
more
now, bro.
anniversary facts. So y'all get more anniversary reviews if you don't see anything interesting this week like we didn't last week. But let's go
Hmm.
ahead and get on to the hip hop news and current events. Logic's new movie, Paradise Records. B, you said you already
B.
pre-ordered your ticket for this.
B is hip hop. B. I have to watch this. As a Logic hater on the show, you know, I have to watch this. But a little bit inside me want this to be good just because, I like Logic growing up. You know what I'm saying? Not saying growing up, but high school career. And I want to own a record store when I retire. It's a dream of mine. Logic's putting out an album. I said album, a movie about records, about trying to keep his record store alive and in all its glory. It's so stereotypical of a Logic movie though. If like Logic made a movie, it's be this, and then just you watched the trailer. I hope you did. Please be
I
that
don't
bit at
remember
the
this,
end.
but
That bit at the end was trash. About the black bit, them saying nigga. I'm like
ah,
Logic. Come on, you. Hopefully that's a deleted scene and they just put that in there for the
no,
jokes.
no, it's gonna be in there. It's gonna
But
be in there.
I'm watching this movie. I'm not saying, hey, yo, I'm there Thursday night. No, I'm not.
12 a.m.
Once it
release.
be
It's
once it
all
release
you.
on be once it allegedly on like 2K streams or something. Hey, my VPN will be on it. You know what I'm saying?
B, you told me that you was gonna watch this in IMAX when it drops.
But this thing ain't getting no IMAX treatment. Hey, you little portable DVD treatment. You know what I'm saying? Straight to DVD.
Hey, right out the barbershop, B. Hey, who
Hey,
want that new Logic movie? Hey,
hey,
got a
gonna be in
little
that
case of
$5.
DVDs.
Hey, gonna be in that $5 band. B.
Hey,
If I
facts.
not
At
DVD
Dollar
player.
General, where they be selling movies. Let me stop for the Logic fans trying to kill us, man. Uh, but yeah, I'll watch it too. I'm not in no
B
rush to watch it though. This is like a
B
Tuesday, Wednesday movie night where the tickets is $5. I'm
if
not rushing.
if if we watch it around the same time, we gotta talk about it in the beginning of the show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Honest review.
Our honest opinions on so and so. Oh man. But next piece of news we got the guy who we could not stop talking about at the beginning of our show for weeks and weeks on ends, the Diddy trial. It starts today at the time of this recording.
Oh wow. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So a lot of people are speculating. Some people's like, oh, TD Jakes just recently stepped down, so Diddy could take
Yo,
his role.
I did not know you finna pull out the TD Jakes. Come on, bro. Bro,
Have
I
you ever
saw
been
people say
swallowed?
seeing TD Jakes be like, yo, stepping down, passing on over to my daughter and her husband. And then, bro, only thing I saw in the comments, yeah, that trial about to start. I'm like, y'all are equal. Come on, bro. That man is
And he
old.
recently had the health scare too.
Bro had like a heart attack or something on stage. I'm
Mhm.
like, bro, y'all are wild. Y'all are heartless. You
Mhm.
know, we all can have some type of disagreements when it comes to the mega churches, but come on,
Mhm.
man. He's still a human being. Well, he
Hey,
has nothing to do. He has nothing to do with that Diddy trial. Come
we
on,
sure? We
bro.
sure?
They
There's
link
some mega
every
strings being pulled behind the scenes, B.
B. They have so many people linked to Diddy. You took a picture with Diddy, it's a wrap for you.
Hmm.
My dad was at Diddy house in like '08, but my dad wasn't. No, my dad. My dad was. Diddy wasn't there. Diddy wasn't there though. He wasn't there. Diddy wasn't there. I'm serious, bro. He was at his house in Miami, bro. But Diddy wasn't there. Diddy was there. Like '08, '07, '08. And it was daytime, B. You know Diddy party's not at daytime. My dad had nothing to do with it. All
Go
right, I'm
ahead,
gonna leave
go
that on there.
ahead.
Well, I'm done. I'm
I
done.
wouldn't even said that. Hey, hey, look, yo, see that did he come in there? Hey, he better. Hey, I don't know what weapon he got. He better use it on him. Stay far away from him. Hey, keep the family close, man.
Hey, keep the family away.
You lie.
Oh
Oh
my
man, that
God.
Diddy drill about to start. I want to see all the think pieces going on Twitter. I want to see everything. I want to just see how ridiculous my people could get over this whole thing and
Oh yeah,
where people stand on the fence. It's gonna be a fun time on Twitter, and all the
most
jokes that's
definitely.
gonna be going by, and all the memes that will be created, the reaction pictures. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
About to
Not
be
for the
crazy.
alleged abusers, but obviously for us and our entertainment on social media, we're gonna be using these pictures for years on end. Next piece
Mhm.
of news we got: Jeezy could go to jail over a 2021 Range Rover. B, why do you believe in feminism like this?
Hold on. I didn't click the link. What
So
feminism got to do
basically,
with?
Jeezy is breaching his divorce agreement that he has with Jeannie
Oh,
May recently, and
mm.
Jeezy could go to jail. And I thought I've been talking about Jeezy recently, and the one time he's in the news, it's for a 2021 Range Rover that he was supposed to hand the title over, but because of that, him not abiding by his divorce agreements and stuff like that, he could potentially go to jail for this. Now, do I want to see a black man going to jail? No, but Jeezy. Just give up the goddamn Range Rover. If this is the case, I have no idea of all these details, but god dang it, just give it up. I don't want to see you going to jail. Aren't you like the president of Def Jam? What are we doing? I don't like this.
Yeah. This wild, man. This is a really nasty like divorce, and it ain't nothing good been coming out of this. A lot of a lot of crazy little drama. I really hate being in people business. I don't know why this type of stuff be linked to the news. I'm like, why do I know about this? Like, why do I know that you and your ex-wife having like divorce issues and custody battles? I just don't know why this stuff get leaked to us. It's none of our business.
And when people, when they was going viral last year for some clip he had with Nia Long and
Yeah.
And you know, when Jeannie Mae just recently did the Jennifer Hudson hallway thing, everybody was like, "Oh, I see why Jeezy." I get it, Jeezy. Everybody's like, "I get it, Jeezy." I'm just like, "What?"
Oh my God.
Oh man, but yeah, this is wild news to see for this to happen to a rapper. I hope no one's taking advantage of Jeezy. That's the main thing for me. But also, I don't know the full terms of this whole situation.
I ain't got
This
nothing
is
else
your
to say
man,
about
B.
it. I
Yeah.
ain't got nothing else to say about it, bro. It's hard for me to speak
Yeah.
on like I
This
don't know.
reminds me of that similar situation I saw about some woman trying to claim stuff on Gucci, and I'm just like, why are we doing this? I'm like,
Yeah,
why? These people are minding their business. I never see them in the news, and when I do see them in the news, it's tied to some relationship stuff. I'm like, why? Why?
it's crazy, B. It's bonkers.
Yeah, that's your boy though. And last news we have ASAP Rocky and the talented Ice Spice will be starring in Spike Lee's A24 movie Highest to Low, led by Denzel Washington, which is a
B,
retelling of Akira Kurosawa's High and Low.
you said what you say?
The Gold Ice Spice.
No, you said talent. Oh,
Talented.
talentless. Oh,
Talented.
talentless. Talentless.
Talented.
Error.
Talent ED.
Oh, she has talents. She has
And she's
talents.
talented. Hey
Hey.
B, you remember that 50 Cent movie where they made him look
Oh,
sickly and stuff? So maybe that's why she got the body back for this role, B.
B. Maybe she was small for shooting the movie. Maybe she had to play like a crackhead John.
I'm just saying, B.
Look,
I,
look crackhead, look crackhead, little shorty on the block.
hey,
Look, check this
facts.
out. You watched the trailer, right?
I didn't see the whole thing, but I seen some of it.
I didn't see Ice Spice in the trailer, unless I overlooked.
Uh, I don't remember, but that's the main selling thing that a lot of these hip hop news outlets are going with is that ASAP Rocky's in it. Oh, also Ice Spice too. I'm just like,
Yeah, Rocky's in the trailer.
I'm
I
just
don't notice. Do you know this book? I never read this book. Let me look it up. I might
mm-mm,
buy it.
nah, but I know I will watch it because one, it's an A24 movie, and I'm always interested in their movies. Two, it's a Spike Lee movie. I'm very
It's a
interested in
Spike.
y'all.
It's a Spike Lee joint, B.
Yeah, and Denzel Washington in it too. I'm
You said
very interested to see.
highs and lows.
Highest to lowest. That's the name of the movie,
Oh,
but the retelling of the story is High and Low by Akira Kurosawa.
highs and low. That's the name of
Highest
the
too low.
book. Oh, highs
Oh,
too low.
that's the
Okay.
highest to lowest is the name of the movie.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm gonna have to check that out. That's an older film, 1963. I
Oh
thought it
yeah,
was a
that's
book.
definitely for you. That's definitely for you.
Yeah, I check it out, man. I never watched it. You know, I love watching my foreign films. It is something I never heard of. So,
Mm.
are you? I'm getting. It's not gonna. Is this on take? I'm getting music exec. Am I wrong? ASAP Rocky. They was overseas. Was you didn't see the trailer like that? I'm thinking
No,
Denzel
I'm I'm
Washington play
I'm
like a
I'm
music
going
exec.
through it right now because I hate watching trailers. That's my
Yeah,
thing.
but this
Certain
the only.
movies,
But B, the trailer one is the only trailer I watch.
hmm
Like if it
it's just
showed
the
me
only
the little
trailer
skit,
that we have.
yeah, it's a teaser. I like
Yeah,
teasers. Like the teaser trailer, I'm gonna watch because it's a
yeah.
teaser. That's all I need. I don't need nothing else. Like, don't give me no plot. Okay, boom. The teaser trailer got me hooked. It's got with Sinners. The teaser trailer. That's all I knew, and it actually got me into the seats. So this was gonna be on Apple. So we don't have to.
It's gonna be on Apple later. I think it's gonna hit theaters first. Then it's
Oh,
gonna be on Apple later.
why wait on Apple? I pay for Apple.
Oh, okay, understandable.
Yeah.
I don't. I got it for free, but I don't. Shout out to T-Mobile. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it because, like I said, Spike Lee, A24, Denzel Washington. You got me
Mm.
with those three things. I could care less if ASAP Rocky was in there, but this isn't gonna be his acting debut, correct? Because he was in Dope, right?
He was in
Or was he?
dope. He was in dope. Yeah. He
Okay,
wasn't
Ice
like
Spice.
a
This is her.
lead.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
But Ice Spice. This is her acting debut, correct?
She's been acting like a rapper, so maybe
That's it for
I,
the hip hop.
I, I don't think it's her first acting debut. She's been
Oh
acting.
man.
She's been pretending that she have talent. She's been acting
Hey, she's putting on a good performance then, B. But yeah, y'all let us know if y'all are hyped for anything in the hip hop news and current events, or if y'all hyped for anything music related or that was announced in the comment section down below. But now it's time to get on to the hip hop section because we actually talk about the music on this show. B, which one you want to start off with first?
We can
We
do
got
B,
Commons
man.
B and Big Crit. Crit was here, but okay, we'll start off with Commons B. This is what the 20-year anniversary for this album right here, released May
Hmm
24th, 2005. Jesus. I was
B,
not old to grasp how great this album was, B.
why do I feel like we talked about this album like multiple times on this platform? Like I just
Because I
feel
think
like
we
we.
brought it up multiple times when we talk about Common. Because we got to remember, we reviewed Common's Auditorium album last year, which we both
Hmm
liked. We reviewed Like Water for Chocolate this year,
hmm
which obviously we both like. And we
hmm
always like deem this as like obviously top five, top three in Common's discography easily.
Yeah,
Some people can make the argument for one. It just depends on personal preference. Me personally, this is his best album. I love this album. 10 out of 10 for me. I told you on Twitter, 10 out of 10 top performance glaze fest happening on today's episode because this album, god dang it, this is when Kanye was in his bag. This is when Common had to come back from Electric Circus, which I think was overhated, especially for the time. Now, obviously, I wasn't old enough to grasp that back then, but looking back at how people viewed that album back then, y'all overhated it because me re-listening to his discography last year and listening to that album, that
hmm
album ain't bad. It might have been different from what y'all really wanted from Like Water for Chocolate, but that album ain't bad. But coming off of that album, Electric Circus, to this right here, oh my God. Common's rapping performance, Kanye's production, getting some Jay Dilla production on here as well. Oh my gosh. To me, this is the perfect, well rounded rap album and experience to like listen to. This is an album that I feel like every hip hop head needs to listen to. If you're a fan of hip hop, if you're a fan of like this type of like music, if you're a fan of Kanye, you have to listen to this as well. This is an album that's an essential listen, especially other 2000s. B, I love this album. This is an
I
album
love
that I
this.
could play at any time. Oh my gosh, B, this album is so good. But go ahead. I want you to
No,
talk.
no, no. I love this album as well, but I don't think like Water for Chocolate is that essential to me. It's that album as a hip hop head you have to listen to, in my opinion, because it has
Mm-hmm.
the more variety of production, more variety of themes. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that, you know what I mean? But anyways, let's get into this album here.
Mm-hmm.
I really fell in love with this album in like 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I actually like had a newfound love for it. I guess because I was older and stuff like that. But man, B, this is an album I don't have to re-listen to talk about because it's an
Mm-hmm.
album that's like I listen to so much. Because one thing they did perfectly with this, it's not it's a perfect time length. The tracks, every it's no to me it's no wasteful song, no wasteful space. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you could listen to like Water for Chocolate because it's a longer album, which is my favorite Common album, and you could be like, okay, I can do without this song, blah blah blah. But still, this right here, no room for error,
Mm-hmm.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Common, he had storytelling on here. Production was dope. Also making you
Mm-hmm.
feel, making you feel want to be in love. How beautiful
Mm-hmm.
love can be. It's just different things he touched. It's like coming right here was more heart for me on this album. It was
Mm-hmm.
more of a I don't know, it was more of a connection to your heart. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's a feel good joint. And like
Mm-hmm.
re-listen to it, I was like, God dog. Hearing like the food, I love that they did the live version, but do they have a studio version of that? I never looked that
I
up.
have no idea, and that's my only gripe with this album. I want the actual studio version of the song if there is one that exists because I need that song the studio version. I need it mixed properly. I want to hear it in its grandiose sound because the way that this album is sonically, this
Because
is the one
hey,
song where I'm like, I need this to be like on
bro,
par sonically.
like the corner, bro. I want y'all to end. Oh my god, bro, that song is, bro. It didn't go was like go was like a single. Like I knew this
Yeah,
song. Go was like go go. Like I said, it's still a song that's a feel good song. Testify. I remember this video like as a kid. I remember watching
that's
this
the one with
video.
Taraji P Henson in it, right?
Yeah, yeah, she's in the music video. I remember watching this video as a kid, And Faithful, oh my God, beautiful, soulful, just a take on a man that's in love and also, doing a little, I got a little, do a little
No, but
cheating,
I
you know
really
what I'm
wasn't
saying? Kind
cheating.
of cheating, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it just, man, Shot City,
That's his
like that.
rapidy rap track
Oh,
where he's talking his
I was gonna
ish.
fight for you. Bro, real people, it's just some. They say it's happening. It's not happening. They lie. That's like John Legend and his. That's when you was put. That throw John Legend on everything. But
Hmm.
that beat was, bro. The production on here. Oh my God, this album is. If you want to say a 10 out of 10, like this is one of them to me. This is one of them for me. Even though I still have quirks when it comes to Common's voice sometimes, it
Oh,
gets me. I don't know why it gets me, but look, I love Common, bro. But it just sometimes. But other than that, bro, this album right here, I understand why it's your favorite, bro. I
mhm.
understand. But this joint is amazing. And I'm really happy that uh they got together and did this, man. Because I think it was I actually don't know. I don't know how like the works of this album came. I just love hearing I think I told this story before of Questlove telling the story about how when he knew Kanye West like kind of like just took his people and just dipped.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And like after the block party, like the Dave Chappelle block party, it was like
Mhm.
after that was the last time like Questlove, Common, like the typical what they call them,
Soul
what they the
Aquarian.
Soul Aquarians or whatever. It was like Kanye came and was just like, yeah, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? we don't we got Kanye now, like man.
Hmm.
So this is just crazy. It's still that pocket of like when it came to Kanye, Common, what's the other dude, Rhyme Fest, like that whole
Hmm.
sound that they was doing, that
Hmm.
early stages of good music, John Legend. It was
Hmm.
it made its own movement at that time, man. And this was a this album was crazy, bro. Like I
Yeah.
said, the storytelling, production, comment, rapping ability, all the features, everything that was used in it was just perfectly, like just perfect. Even just the switch up with the food and the live performance from Dave Chappelle show. Yeah, it's a little different, but it added some character as well to it. You know what I'm saying? So had a little live performance on there. So I don't know, kind of brought you back to the old school. They had the live albums and stuff like that. So they have you yeah, gave you a song that was just something special that they only premiere. You only can get it that live version of it. You don't have that studio version of it. It could be out there. I don't know. But I don't know. I think that's an extra special, extra spice to it, you know,
Mhm.
uniqueness to this album as well, that it has a version of a song that you only can get live. Or you only can see it on TV. So I don't know, B, what you guys say about the album, man.
B for me. I could tell when Common was in the studio in this album B, he had that outfit on. He had the little sweater vest, he had the tie, he had the hat on. I could tell that what did he say? Walking the quarter. To me, this literally sounds like a poet rapping right here. Cause some of the things that Common like the way he raps and the way that he would like actually enunciate and articulate his
Mhm.
bars, it sounds like a poet reading it. It sounds like he's at one of those yeah, Queen, I'm in it. And then it's like I'm supposed to be doing this B after every single bar. B. That's how it feels when I'm listening to this album. But when it comes to the actual production, and this is 2005 Kanye, so this is late
Mhm.
registration mode Kanye. He's having that live instrumentation on this album right here. The beats sound so lush. They sound so good, but they also sound so grand to where it's like it's all this cohesive sound. I love the Last Poets or Umar bin Hassan because I'm looking at the track list right here. I love his performance on here with I believe some of the instrumentation that he was layering on here as well. The way that I wish I could give you this
Yeah, this
feeling. I
feeling.
wish I
I
could
wish
give
I
you
could
this
give you the
feeling. And
feeling.
he's describing kind of like
Uh.
where he comes from and like the
On
corner
the
basically.
on the
I'm
corner,
like,
niggas robbing, killing.
I'm just like, B, like, I feel like I'm there. The way that Common sets the tone with this. Common has such a presence on this production right here. I think that this perfectly fits Common to where he stands out, but the production is also really good as well. It's really strong. Songs like Go, where it's one of those more feel good, charismatic, bouncy songs as well. Even though Common's talking that nasty stuff, talking about putting her up on the bathroom counter or whatever, getting it in right there, doing having multiple women at the same time, just being a nasty
Mhm.
man. And I remember the interview that I was watching off of the People's Party Talib Kweli's podcast where he
Mhm.
had Colin on as a guest, and he was, I think, talking essentially, and I could be misremembering this. You guys could correct me in the comment section. Where basically, like after Electric Circus, he was getting dogged on for all the reviews for making that album, even though he thought it was a good album at the time. He was like, "Yo, I took a chance signing with Kanye. He's the guy that's known for producing. He just came out of college graduation. Let me see if I could go do something with him because it's like I don't know where else to go now." And it's like this album, it did it for Common. Songs like Love Is, Shy City. I love songs like Shy City because Common's always gonna have that one track on here where he's spitting his ish. He's gonna have that on each
Mhm.
of his albums right here. We got the food where I feel like even though Kanye doesn't really have any feature credits on this album. Obviously, this is the Kanye album with some J Dilla production thrown in here as well. But having some songs in here like this, you could just feel the energy on the songs like The Food, where it's like, I need to go watch the video because I know like the way the energy is on the live version, I know that the actual video version of this is going to be entertaining to watch. Real People is so good. They Say, go ahead, B.
You never seen the video? The
I
performance
have.
of Dave Chappelle? Oh, okay, okay.
No, I have, but I'm
It-
saying this makes me want to go watch it. Whenever I
oh,
hear it,
okay,
I'm
okay.
like, you could tell it's a live performance, obviously, from the mixing and the audio, but it's like, I need to go watch this because it just sounds like such a fun song with them going back and forth off of each other, especially
Mhm.
with Kanye on the hook, and I believe having a verse as well. But
Mhm.
then songs like They Say Be, John Legend, he sounds so angelic on the hook.
Mhm.
They don't know. They say. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. And then they start rapping. Hey, what did Kanye say? He said, Kanye really snapped with
They
this.
on this
What the F you
beat
think this
like
is?
this. Yeah,
You
yeah.
think or whatever. I'm like, Kanye has such a personality on here, and I'm glad that Kanye, especially for what we know him as today, he wasn't as much of a narcissist to make himself the center stage, but he would have ad libs here and there to
Mhm.
help Common on this project right here. He wouldn't even put himself as feature credits. He really let Common shine on here. And sometimes Kanye would just like, hey, yo, let me get that hook though. Let me do the
Mhm.
hook for you, and I'm gonna let you do your thing. Like Kanye just knew exactly how to be a great tastemaker, a great
Mhm.
orchestrator, especially when constructing this album. And I love the fact, RIP to Dilla. I didn't
Mhm.
know how great Dilla was back then because I really wasn't taught about the greatness of Dilla. You had to teach me about that, B.
Mhm.
But hearing some of the production on here, you could definitely hear the difference in production
Mhm.
styles from Jay Dilla to Kanye on here. Like every time I'm hearing it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is Jay Dilla beat right here. Because Jay Dilla, the way how beautiful love could be,
It be
the
yeah,
production
yeah.
on that, and then the sampling beat. Oh my God, Jay Dilla, what are we doing right now? That man amazing me like this. And then songs like It's Your World. Oh my
Mhm. Yeah,
God,
the
man.
ending
Then the outro, I
one.
believe that's his dad talking at the end
Yeah,
because
his
usually on
dad. Yeah.
common albums, he has his dad like outro on the album. I'm just like, be you, be beautiful. I'm just like, dog, I'm like, I love this album. I'm loving the message. Common is one of those people that this is when we talk about goody two shoe rappers and people that have a message. Common is that one person I always think of first, generally, because I'm just like, Common just seems so positive, and some of the things that he has, especially with the black excellence, and like this is
Mhm.
our people, like we got to save them. Common exudes and gives me that energy all the time. That's the first type of rapper that I think about when it comes to that type of stuff. But yeah, man, this album to me is perfect. Like I have no problems with this album. This to me, this is a
But
perfect album.
do you think the corner was his best rapping on here? I think so. Man. How he was, B. He was.
It depends on where you're going at because if you want a more aggressive comment, real people. But if you want something that's going to set the tone, like this is like me. The
I just
corner is there for me.
yeah. I think I like how he was fun. Like when he say down the roads will cars get broken and stole. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
These are the stories told by the stories with the Stony and Cottage Grove. The world is cold.
Hmm.
The block is hot as a stove. Like how
Uh-huh.
he was breaking that down. I was just like, I don't know. That intro was just so dope to me. And I love, like
Uh-huh.
you said, like a poetry, like it was like what they call it. What's
I
the word I'm looking for?
spoken.
Spoken word.
Is that the best
Spoken
way to say
word.
it? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
like spoken word in a way. And I don't know. I just liked how he did that. This the
Yeah.
corner. I wish I can like I was trying to
Feel
give
this,
you this
feel
fifth feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this.
because it makes you feel like gang, like everything he was describing, like, bro, it's the hood, you know what I'm saying? It's how man, it was just crazy, bro. The cousin
I
and
loved it.
flows, all this stuff he was saying, like, I was like, bro, this dude. Now, comment, this album, it's top two. To me, it's One for Chocolate and B. But every time I hear B, it's just, you know what I'm saying?
It makes you want to throw it up in that one, though. It makes you want to throw it up
It
in that
could,
one.
But no, I'm not gonna. To me, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna fight nobody if they got beat no more.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
because for me,
I just feel like like Water for Chalk just has.
like Water for Chocolate definitely has that more dynamic range is the best
Mm,
way I'll describe it, where like the production definitely differs from that. In this album, it's more in this certain sonic soundscape of like live instrumentation and things like that. Like I
hmm
said, the late registration era of Kanye where he was doing the instrumentation and stuff in his albums. But I can understand having like Water for Chocolate in there because Kamo's rapping his butt off too. He has some good songs on there too. His rapper performance on
hmm
that was fire. If y'all want to check out a review for that, go check that out. We did that this year.
hmm
But this right here, for me, oh, this is it, B. This is it for me
hmm
personally. But yeah. Oh man, you got anything else to say about this album, B?
Man, I just said this is one of those hip hop albums that is stamped in and it just it made its stamp on the game. Like it
Hmm.
was critically acclaimed. It has everything you want, in a hip hop album. Like you said, it's essential. It is. I was just throwing a little jab, but yeah,
Hmm.
it's an essential album you need, man. I actually wish I never sold it. I had it. I had a couple copies of it, but man,
It's
got
heavily in production, so I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can
but
easily
I think
get
it's
it,
sold
but
out right now. But I think yeah.
yeah, but it's one of those albums that like I had albums that I'm like, I'm not gonna sell. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It was just one of those albums I'm like, why did I sell this? You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
had a few copies, but I don't know. It's just an album that you need in your vinyl collection, your music collection, on your library, in your phone. Like play this thing. It makes you feel good. It make you
Hmm.
feel the feeling of the corner. It's just I don't know. It's everything you like from Kanye, from Common and Kanye right here. This is the perfect project when it comes to two producers. I mean, one producer and a rapper put them together.
Hmm.
They executed well, bro. This is one of
Yeah,
those. It's a really good album.
I agree. I,
Amazing.
I might have to jam this tomorrow, B. This album is so hard. Every
I
time I'm
play.
listening, I never get tired of this album when I'm listening to it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't have to. I didn't have to listen to it, but I did to do
Hmm.
this review. I just did it because I'm like, bro, I know this album like the back of my hand. But like, what I'm saying? It's just incredible, bro. I
I,
don't know nobody that don't like this album.
I don't either.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
think I ever
Wikipedia
heard any.
says that this is considered his magnum opus. I think that's what
This
Wikipedia said, like, which I mean, I agree with them. And I rarely do that with Wikipedia, but
Yeah,
yeah.
and then you have a more, if you think about it, you have a more polished, a more mature Common as well.
Hmm.
And also him being at the staple he was in hip hop and also working with this young producer. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of this emerging star as
And
fully
signing.
produced this and signing with him was kind of like, it was like different. Usually it'd be the other way around. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
just crazy. That also shows you I wouldn't say genius, but just who Kanye was at that time and like what he was emerged to be. Just
Yeah.
just sucks where he is now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No
Very
pun, no
sad.
pun, no pun intended. But yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, B, such an amazing album, man. If y'all have not heard it, what are you doing? Especially watching this show. You could not be watching this show and have not heard B.
B, you know what they gotta do? Make sure you put your
What?
Kango hat on, your
Oh,
long sleeve
facts.
sweater with the turtleneck.
Facts. And you gotta get a tie, B. You gotta get the tie.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's what you gotta get. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
this album is so good, man. But y'all let us know what y'all think about Commons B down in the comment section down below for its 20th year anniversary. Make sure y'all go listen to it. But we here, B. You probably couldn't hear that, but I was banging on the table just now. Big Crit's breakout project, his sixth mixtape. This bad boy dropped on May 4th, 2010. 15 years ago at the time I was recording this.
Mhm.
Big Crit was here. Oh, yes, sir. How we've made it full circle on this show. Oh, it's time for the Glaze Fest. Big Crit, if you guys are new to this, he is one of my favorite rappers to have ever graced the goddamn mic. I gotta let you go ahead first because
Mhm. Oh yeah, no,
I know
this
you got more of
to
a history with this, but
yeah,
I got it. Once I start cooking, I might not stop. So I gotta let you go
yeah.
first.
Yeah. I will open the door and I'll let you, do the rest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna kick the door down, but you gonna steal everything, I guess. But right here, bro, this project, I haven't heard it in a long time. Like, especially as the mixtape was intended. Because these days streaming services things get a little switched up. But I'll never forget, B. I was on my top bunk. I had my phone and I was just scrolling through like Twitter or something. I had MTV, like they were playing like music videos, and it has like a ceiling fan or something. It has a dude on the bed. He was just rapping. He said, we go, the line that stuck out to me when he's go, the police, what he say, the police is our only rival gang, something like that. They all do the same. I'm like, man, who is this? So, me, I'm on a bunk bed. I had to turn over and look at this video. I'm like, oh, bro, going. And then he dropped the beat. They gave me like I actually hit some. They ain't asked for crit. I get to really back it up. Do some. Yeah, I'm like, hold
Hey, the
on,
Louis bag to
He
her.
back with her. Yo, my bitch like grass. I gave my Louis bag to her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what he said. But I'm like, bro, who is this? So I had to jump off my bunk bed. Saw that said Big Crit, ran out of my mom's house because my mom had the computer, hit the line wire, and I was like, okay, it's not here. I'm like, okay, boo, 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 boo. I don't even think was the mixtape out. I think the mixtape was out. I think I was like a week or two, three, maybe like a month late. But bro, I played that. I showed all the homies, bro. We was jamming crit like crazy. We were like this dude from Mississippi, from the South, so we gonna connect. And then from here, you feel the influences from the South, Texas, Atlanta, from Mississippi, from Memphis. You felt it all in this, and it was like it was that new generation of the South that we haven't got yet. We haven't got the we didn't have the artists that grew up and also had different lyrical content and actually listened to all the sounds of the region at the time and actually made it his own while also having his singing. He gives you that Devin the Dude, Pimp C, he give you them vibes. Then you get that, you sometimes you hear a little Bun B in him, you know what I mean? A
Mhm.
little Andre in him when he get the rapping and Big Boy. And like from the production side, from the, not saying that he grabs, from Juicy J and and from like A Ball and all them guys. I'm just saying like, we got a guy that's doing it all in the South right now. And then like you can hear it, the Southern drawl. You could hear the references as he was going. I'm like, I connected with this project. I'm like, dang, like we finally got someone that's sounding like us, that's speaking for us. And he was like, yo, he was the new version of the South had something to say, but the South was running it. But he was like, yo, Mississippi having a run. David Banner, his run was like, the run we need. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Texas did their thing. Atlanta still doing their thing. Louisiana. And it was just, he had this hunger, he had this chip on his shoulder. And it just the rapping on here. It's like each track, he came with aggression. He came with like like this, like I could just keep saying it, this hunger, bro. Like you felt it. Like me re-listening to it, like, dang, like he put it all on his mixtape and it made him who he is, today. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Crib was here. I'm leaving, I'm carving my name in a tree. I'm putting my name in the cement. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't even have to speak on the songs. Just I just love the energy and the inspiration and all that he had in his speaking from his grandmother, talking about what's the one song, Hometown Hero, the Booby Miles, No Weeds with Smoke Dizza. It's just all this stuff he pulled, bro. And then also, he got the little bangers with like Glass off of him and Wiz, and Currency. Like, no, this album, this mixtape is really special. And like would we if Crit would have never put this out, like, what would he been? Like, you know, like this is crazy, bro. Like realistic, this is is this his best, bro?
Nah, this it's top
No,
five
bro.
crit. It's easily top five crit.
I love Crit stuff. I listen to all his
Hmm.
stuff.
Hmm.
But it's something about this mixtape, bro, that when I listen to it, yes, it's nostalgic and bring you back. But it just musically, yes, he got better, rapping wise, he got better. But it's
Hmm.
just something about that charm in this that's like, the background of the project. I
Hmm.
don't know, man.
I
Me
think what
re-listen to it,
happens
bro,
is
I think it's
that
slept on
impact
a little
adds
bit.
a lot, B. The impact adds a lot. But no, this is the crit project that people love. When they think about crit, this is the one that they think about right here.
I know.
Besides Forever was a mighty long time.
Yeah, I know that, but it's just like it's a popular mixtape. We know it's a classic mixtape. But man. Return of Forever. He coming with the energy, B.
And
Country.
he's having
That's touchdown.
all the southern hip hop
Mm-hmm.
references from
Mm-hmm.
him and Big Son coming too hard,
Mm-hmm.
was it too hard to swallow, super
Hello,
tight.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
having all the southern references, and I'm like, F.
I forgot how great Moon and Stars was, bro. I
That
fried, I
remix with
eat,
Killer
I
Killion
crawl.
beat.
Oh, Killer Calion killed that joint, bro. Let me bro, baby. Man, come on, bro. Nah, he was on his stuff on this, bro. Like this is a
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm telling you, I haven't heard this in so long, B. It just brought me back. I'm like,
Mhm.
man, when I used to jam this tape all the time. Oh my God. Nah, bro. I'm gonna let you take it now, B, because I didn't want to go into all the tracks like that because I know this is your baby right here. This is your baby.
I gotta get my little training. B. When I saw that this was on the docket this week, I got so excited. I was like, I already listened to this tape day, almost once a month. I'm like, now we get to review it. Oh, it's my time to shine. Now to paint the picture, the first time I heard of Crit, I went to my homie Xavier's house. He lived across the street from me. He had bought and used Xbox 360, and back then you could store the music on there. And so
Mhm.
what he would do is he play random music on there because we didn't know any of the songs, but we was just listening to them. All I heard was country-ish with Ludacris and Big Bun B.
Mhm.
It was the remix, obviously. I was like, who the F is that guy? I'm like, who's that with Bun B and Ludacris right there? I'm like, hold on, he jamming. B, I had to go back and I had to do the
Mhm.
Googles. I was like, oh, I heard that tape. I was like, oh yeah, this is it for me. But at that time, Return of Forever was out. So I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
that was a tape that stood out to me. But going back to this, especially as I gotten older, I like to deem this as like Big Crit's college dropout. That's why I like to deem it as because this project right here, this was Crit having something to say. He had intention, he had purpose. Everything about this project is great. We got to think about it like this. This was Crit's last effort because Crit has plenty of mixtapes before this. No offense, Crit, you one of my favorite rappers. We don't care about that ish. This was like, yo, he was like, yo, I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted. This is my last effort. I'm not doing this no more. And you can hear it, god dang it, in this project right here. That anger turns into hunger, turns into passion. Oh my gosh. B. That moment
Mhm.
when he was rapping on the one song, I think it was Victorious, where he was like,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
even making my own beats. What the F? I'm into exactly B. I'm like, I feel it, B. The thing about this project is you feel what Crit is saying. It feels genuine. It feels authentic. Like you said, it was someone authentic to us that we could relate to. Someone that's country southern. To me, I
Mhm.
like to deem him as like that era's T.I. at that moment because he had
Mhm.
everything. He had the great writing, the great rapping. He had some great songs. Because a lot of times, B, when it comes to people that can write, that can rap well, they also can make great songs. On here, great pockets, great flows, great hooks. Oh my gosh, what was Crit doing on here? But he always puts him being this country guy at the center of it, but him having more depth around him and him being country, that's just not it with him. He's actually a person, a human being who goes through all these different things. Like when he talks about that one girl who gave his homie AIDS and things like that, or like how you got to strap up. We children of the world, like these are the things that we love about this world. We're basically sinners of the world. Oh my gosh, Return of Forever with him and Big Son. Big Son
Mhm.
slept on, even though I haven't heard one of his full projects on his own. Every time Crit gets Son on there, Son knows what to do on there. He comes to show out, and god dang it. Big
Big
Son
Son T.
doing it. Exactly. And then B, this is the one time where I'm like, I hear country-ish. I heard it again in this context, right? And I'm like, do I like the remix more or do I like the original more? I love that remix because Bum B and Ludacris, they are showing they behinds on that remix. I love that remix. But Crit is doing his thing on the original too. Then we got Just Touchdown. Oh my gosh. Hometown Hero. Oh my gosh. Victorious. Crit is spilling it all out right there. See Me on Top. I'm loving it. Glass House. This is like where we get that first like
Mhm.
A1 like features, especially during the blog era. Wiz Khalifa and Currency. And then the worst part about this be y'all let Crit go last. Oh my god, he killed it.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
If you ain't sucking,
because
if you
Currency,
fucking, if you can't. Hey, bro, you were
Yee!
going.
Wiz Khalifa and Currency, they came on that smooth tip, pause. But then Chris said, "Oh yeah, I'm about to kill this. Like I got to show out now." Oh my gosh, he
Hey,
said, "I had to make a name for myself."
Bro, that
Uh-huh.
track is I love how they like you said they set it up. They was chilling. That Crit come on there. If you ain't sucking it, man, come. You know what I'm saying? He was just
Mhm.
going, just going,
Oh
bro.
my gosh. Yeah,
He
Big
had
Crit,
that
he was like,
energy.
yo, I ain't playing no games.
Mm-mm.
What you doing? What you mean you ain't nasty? Then why the F you came?
You can't get up out this cutlass.
Which
You know what I'm saying?
exactly, which later turned out to be one of his songs on Live from the Underground. Make sure y'all check that out. But then we got Children of the World, especially the way that song starts up, where he's like, did that
We just
beat
in
drop?
here.
Gosh, be then they got us, then good enough. Oh my gosh. Then we get chilled back out with no Wheaties featuring Smoke Desert
Mhm.
Currency. Perfect marriage of those three guys right there. Then we got
Mhm.
something that sample, something, something.
Something on the
I'm
way.
like,
Yeah.
B, he said we gotta do something about it, B. Then Moon and
Hmm.
Stars. This is the perfect time where you paying homage and you bringing an older like OG, especially from the
Hmm.
South, bringing Devin the Dude on here. You know Devin the Dude, he's like the Too Short of the South. He gonna talk that nasty stuff on that track. B, what she tickled the D, she grabbing
Yeah.
the
It could be
balls.
the balls.
Yeah. Hey, Devin the Dude was smooth on here. I don't know what you
I
saying.
love
Then we go back.
I love David the Dude, bro.
Facts. Then we got songs like Never Go Back where he's like wishing like, oh, like he's being reminiscent on
Mm.
something he was doing when he was young. Then we got another turn up track. Boy, you got
Yeah, boy,
gumption.
gumption.
Oh my gosh. 2000 and Beyond, one of the best tracks on here where he's talking about the
Hmm.
preacher, basically, giving money to the preacher, but the preacher is doing all these nice things. But it's like,
Hmm.
just certain things like was it the like a fiend knows a crack needle or whatever. It was just so many things
Hmm.
that was happening right there. I gotta stay as small as a giant. Voices, I hear
Oh,
these voices in my
in
head.
my head.
Oh,
No, but Smalls, hey yo, the giant. That song right there is a really good song, bro.
hmm
That Smalls the Giant is really good. That's a good song. Cause like I know you doing your breakdown, but just the things that he was doing with the introspection and also making these themes was just so dope from Crit, bro. That just shows you, his creativity, his writing ability. Bro, he was ready, bro. And one thing, he
hmm
wasn't coming from a perspective of being like just trapper. He was just the everyday guy. He'll
hmm
talk about pimping a little bit, just that Memphis stuff, but it's like Mississippi pill, you know what I'm saying? But it's
hmm
still because that's also a part of the South, not a part of it, but just a little culture, pimping culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. But yeah, continue, B, continue.
Going into this B. And this is the criminal thing about this album. I'm old mixtape. When it got put on the streaming, and I hated this for some of Chris' discography. I get why. I hated this. It removed some of the sampling. It removed some of the
Mm-hmm.
skits. Because on the mixtape version, it got the skits interwoven like in the actual songs at the ends of them. On the actual streaming version, it don't got that at all. It's even missing some songs. Now, some of these songs are on EPs, albeit, but some of the context, some of the sequencing on this actual album is missing when you hear it on the streaming version. I still jam the streaming version, especially if I'm trying to get in and out with some of the songs. But man, that streaming version is gutted a little bit. I'm just like, Jesus. From Country Is to See Me on Top, that's not even on the actual streaming version.
Mm-mm.
That's why if you listen to this album, obviously go support it. Buy the actual physical merchandising, the vinyl and things like that. But you got to listen to the mixtape to get that full experience of this project right here. But the streaming version is still good enough for you to actually listen to, enjoy it, and get the lyrical content, get the subject matter, the introspection, the production. Oh my gosh. Now, some of Crit's other projects, they got gutted a lot worse than this one. This is the best one out of all of his projects in terms of like being put on the streaming. But man, this project right here, producing the whole project, obviously writing your own raps, engineering
Mm-hmm.
and mixing it all. This man was a one man army. B,
Mm-hmm.
we don't get acts like this. We don't. Oh my gosh, you guys are sleeping on the crib. I can already tell you guys watching the review. Like it can't be that great. Y'all haven't listened to the project, obviously. Then
The
y'all
old
wasn't
the
there.
we gotta get the
No
YNs to listen to it, B.
facts, B, because this right here, this was something different. This is
Mm-hmm.
still something different. No one in the South to me has taken the reins of like what like UGK, A Ball, MJG, what they were doing,
Mm-hmm.
then up to Ti and them, then up to Big Crit. Who's the next person to take the reins of stuff like this? Oh, we don't get projects like this nowadays, B. We
Nah,
don't.
we
We don't
don't,
get
bro.
acts like this nowadays. Oh,
I think it's like it's slim, man. If it's really sad how slim it is because maybe it could be just us, aging, but it just felt like it was just here. Boom, we got another great mixtape. We got another great album. Another great artist is coming out. Okay, boom, he fell off. But oh, we got another one picking it up. Boom, let's run it. We got three more coming. And it just feels like that's being lost. And I think it's it's across the board. I don't think it's just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I think we're feeling it across the industry because I think we're pushing out a lot of, fast food out here. And I think we was saying certain things was fast food back then, but I think it's even worse now, you know?
I said that at work the other day too. I said the same thing. I
Hmm.
said old heads was saying the same thing about the blog era back then. I
Hmm.
said, nah, we got some classics coming out that blog era though. I'm
Yeah,
like, nah, they
facts.
was tripping back then.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, nowadays it's too easy to make music now. Like back
Hmm.
then, like K.R.I.T was doing all this. He wasn't even breaking the surface. This man on his last mixtape, where he's like, yo, I'm just bearing it all right here. This is it for me. This is the
Yeah.
one that blew him up. This is like that meme where the guy is digging for gold and he stops digging and it's the diamonds right there. This
Hmm.
is that meme personified right here. But the guy kept digging, god dang it. Oh my
Hmm.
god. I'm just saying, B. My
Crit is
Blaze
like
Fest is over.
the yeah, but Crit is like he's the definition of don't give up. Just continue to go. That's why he was saying in some of the songs, like, should I stop? Should I continue doing this? Because he
Mhm.
actually, during the context of the album, recording this album, this mixtape, he was questioning himself, even putting it out. Dope, bro. Super dope.
I'm glad he put it out, B. Pause. Because
Hmm.
this project right here, amazing.
Hmm.
73 minutes, 30 seconds long. You need to go, god dang, listen to it, god dang it. This man can rap. This man can produce. This
Hmm.
to me, this project has a bit of everything. It got the
That's
turn up tracks, the introspective tracks, the substance and subject matter tracks. Oh my gosh. This is it for me, B. This project is just it for me.
He gave you everything he was good at here. He
Hmm.
put his heart on. He put his heart in this, bro.
Yeah. And
So,
then even past this, besides the impact of what this had on his career and what it did for Crit as a name, the projects even after this. Oh my gosh, they got good.
mhm.
Hold on. Oh, they're
Yeah, he
so
could.
good.
He continued to do his thing, bro.
Yeah. I got to stop the glazing, B. I feel like I'm getting diabetes over here, B. So much glaze. Oh, y'all gotta let us know what y'all think about Big Crit. Crit was here. Have you heard it? Have you not? And why have you not if you haven't? And if you have heard it, what do you think about it? Only positive comments, even though I know some of you guys are gonna put negative ones. Only positive ones.
Hey,
Because those are only
hey,
gonna be the ones that are right.
hey, yo, if y'all haven't heard Big Crit was here, bro, do yourself a favor and go listen to that. Please. Allegedly it's out there on certain sites. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It's out there for to get
Hmm.
the real experience. But if you have to glue to streaming and you want to be a square, do that too. But it's
Yeah.
out there.
It's out there. Trust me. I've seen him plenty of places. But yeah, Big Crit, Crit was here. Let us know what y'all think about that down in the comment section down below. But now, B, it's time to get on to the discussion part of the show. We got to talk about last week. Last week was a
Hmm.
big week because if you guys have not watched last week's episode, which y'all should do, we talked a good amount about TDE stuff. We talked about Rayvon's
Hmm.
debut mixtape, which he saw the review. He even left a
Hmm.
comment on last week's episode. So that was dope. He was a good sport about that.
Hmm.
And then randomly on Sunday, B, I'm out here doing my thug izzle. I'm seeing the video for Absol, the clip doing numbers. I'm like, all right, this is cool. Then B, you sent me the tweet. I looked at the analytics. Now B, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was drinking that night. Well, last night I was drinking. So I'm over here. I'm like, what are we doing over here? Me B, I'm thinking, man, I'm like, I know I ain't drank that much. I'm like, this is crazy right now. What I'm
I
seeing,
ain't
B.
that
One of
drunk.
my facts. One of my favorite rappers from the blog era tweeted our video out on Twitter. He just titled it Deep Dot B. We talk about the music over here, B.
Mhm.
This man Absol saw our thoughts. He saw our comments. We on TDE's radar now. That's that.
Mhm.
That's just a thing right now. We're not gonna take. We know we're not gonna take advantage of that. But Absol, tweeted our video, which was just so dope because he shared it. But also,
Mhm.
I felt like he was a good sport about it because that means that you would have to saw the video And while I did say some maybe mean spirited things about one of my favorite artists, I said them out of truthfulness, but also out of a caring, like,
Hmm.
nature because I want better for Absol. We was being truthful. We was like, yo, we
Hmm.
seen him moving a little funny on Twitter. This is the avenue we think he might be able to go. And I think the greatest part about that tweet and him tweeting that out is that other people felt the same way. Other people came
Hmm.
and watched it. More conversations ensued from that. And I was like, yo, this is
Hmm.
dope right here. I'm looking at some of the conversations that was being had, some
Hmm.
of the comments that was being left on the video. I'm like, this is what we're talking about right here. We're talking about the music, talking about artists we like. We're talking about what should the next move be. Now, I'm not saying
Hmm.
that you got to make that move because I think that you should, but it's great to have these type of conversations, debates. B, what are your thoughts?
Man, I was really shocked because I saw that comment said Solo brought me here. I'm like, like, hold up, you know Soul? Like, he don't
Mm,
tweet like that. Like, yeah, we talking about a tweet he had, but like, he don't do stuff like that, right? You know what I mean? He be ghost. So I had to go to his Twitter, being that's when I had to send you that tweet. Like, bro, he posted us, bro. This man got over 1.1 million followers. Like,
mhm,
mad people for to see this. This is us,
mhm.
B. And like that tripped me out, bro. Like I was like on the toilet when I saw it. I like called my wife, like, yo, come here. Let me flush real
Mhm.
quick. But like, but like, nah, bro, this is crazy. And it just made me think like, sometimes on here we have genuine conversations about like artists we love, you know what I'm saying, and like and was fans of. Like we did the same thing for like Wiz Khalifa last year. Like we just sat here and just have a conversation of what we thought. Like even how you titled it, let's talk about Absol. And it was pretty much was our genuine thoughts about it. And to me, I don't think we was too harsh. It was just realism, and I think that he needed that, or that's just something like because some of the stuff that I was speaking on was things that because I watch his interviews, the Joe Budden interview, the DJ Head interview. Like he spoke about like what he wanted and like what he's trying to achieve now in his music career. Like he's tired of being your favorite rapper. You know what I mean? So him seeing that, and hopefully he watched the full video, and I think that he took it like whatever he saw he liked because he posted us. It was like deep, and I guess he felt the genuine in our voice because we wasn't malicious at all. I didn't feel no malicious in it. I don't. We wasn't being mean at all, nothing like
Nah,
that. We was
not
actually
especially not you. Nah, you
nah,
have been
nah.
more. You have been more. What's a constructive criticism? That's what you give
Yeah, yeah,
off more.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Me,
yeah.
I have a bit of harsh words here and there, but I
Mhm.
mean well. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I'm not.
yeah, yeah. I'm a little sensitive to artists, bro, to be honest with you. Just
Mm,
because I understand, man. Like it's crazy because this is your living, this is your job, and like also being in a field where the artist dictate, like, cause I feel like everybody has a boss. You know what I'm saying? And also being in a way of being like pretty much an entrepreneur, your customer is your boss. Like you have to fulfill their needs pretty much. And also when your needs not fulfilled, because he's also technically he's up under a label that also can affect how he's putting out things creatively and also not getting the product out to his to his fans like that, tour
mm,
wise and want to be out there and to see the product. I don't know. It's a thing. And people's tried to bring up like numbers and how tours you gotta, you know, I know about budgeting and making your money back and blah blah blah. Like, come on,
yeah,
bro.
breaking even and all that.
Yeah, bro, come on. I know this stuff. There's a lot of things we didn't mention because like it's not what we was talking about. But I really think it was really dope because like old dude said on Twitter, like bro, you never know who's watching me. That's crazy. So I try to authentically be myself. Yes, we do some little humor on here. We say some wild stuff, but I also be me on here and actually, talk about things. Like it's not all jokes. Sometimes I like to tone it down and we just have, natural conversations. And what's so dope is mostly when we have natural conversations, things pop off. It ain't no Drake stuff. It ain't no Kendrick stuff. We gonna talk about that later, but I think when you sit here and just have genuine conversations, and not just having to be the hop on the train of just talking about Kendrick and Drake. You can get some people gonna see it and they gonna understand what a real talk is at. You know what I'm saying? We're not we're not over here. I ain't gonna get into that, but I'm
A
just
beef
saying.
farming. That's what I would call
Yeah,
it.
bro.
Beef farming.
Pretty much.
But yeah, piggybacking off of your points, it was just dope to see that other people well, one, open a conversation like, yes, we had some trolls, some
Hmm.
OVO glazers, some people talking bad about TDE in general because they just
Hmm.
have a thing for TDE because Kendrick is associated with TDE and all that. I don't care about that. But it was dope to see the conversation because some people you just see generally they don't care for TDE, but they care for Absol. And so
Yeah.
that was also like a surprising thing for me because I never really saw TDE ever talked bad about online, obviously until the Kendrick and Drake beef. But aside from that, I never seen them talk bad about online. Some people was like, "Oh, TDE is holding you back." Some people also corrected us in the video saying like, "Yo, Absol is signed independently to TDE, so him not having a major record label that can affect things as well." It's just the business side that obviously we're not privy to. We don't know anything about that type of stuff. But to see other people, agreeing like, "Oh yeah, he should go the rappers route, the Griselda route, the underground route," to see like uh people agreeing with that. People like, oh yeah, like the guy with the orange beanie is on to something. I see someone say that in the comment section. I'm just
I-
like, yo, this is a really yeah, this is a really dope conversation to be had. Even the guy that talked about Dochi's BBL commented again under
Mhm.
this because I guess he saw his comment in his tweet in
Mhm.
the actual thumbnail itself. But yeah, I thought it was a really dope conversation. Like I said, it's just so weird because obviously us talking about just regular hip hop beat, we're not gonna get the views. We're not gonna get the clicks
Mhm.
compared to the Drake and Kendrick stuff. But we see that other rappers are starting to see this type of stuff. They're like, okay, they having some genuine conversations over there. As
Mhm.
Dom from Potty Mouth over there says, ethical hoops or ethical music talks.
And-
But
but
yeah, go ahead, B.
oh, another thing I want to say, like I know we got a good amount of new subscribers. I want you guys to like. I
Mhm.
know y'all tuned in for that clip, but stay around, bro. Like we still have conversations like this, like each episode, and we also have some humor. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about a little of the mess. You know what I mean? And then also we rub people the wrong way. So don't unsubscribe because we gonna say something about your favorite that you don't like because we objective people over here. We like to look at things in multiple sides. You know what I'm saying? We just not biased completely to certain things. You know what I mean? We actually like to keep it honest and real and authentic. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
stay around.
Uh, Yeah, and I want people to know I'm critiquing and judging my favorite artist the hardest. So I don't like to pull punches because I want to see them do great things. I want to see them make great music. It was just fire to see him see the conversation because that's all we doing, B. We just having a conversation. Hey, shout out
Yeah.
to your solo show. But yeah, it was dope to see Absol like I guess tapping into the show. We don't know how much of it he tapped into, but he tapped into the
Yeah.
clip. He posted it. And hey, if you guys can't stay for a full video, watch the clips. We come out with dating clips every day. So
Facts. You don't gotta hear us yap for 2 hours. Watch a clip we post. Check it
mhm.
out. You like it, enjoy it, share it. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing about us, like, yeah, we do the you do the whole thing in the beginning, but like we haven't built like the community yet to like just talk. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got that vibe yet. So it's like once we get that, we'll have more like this family feel. But
Mhm.
we just like to talk, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
Shout out to Absol, bro. This is dope.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
crazy. I've been listening to this dude since 14, 15 years old. Just I
hmm
tried to work for me, but that shit didn't work for me. Like I got so many Absol little like wordplay lines he did in my head.
hmm
Like the dude's insane. This is not an
Yeah.
instruction site, but you know the drill. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Hey, like I keep saying, this is the same man that made Control System. I'm always gonna say that, B. The same man that made Control System. I seen some people
Man,
saying some blasphemous stuff, saying that Herbert is better Control System. Might have to
Herbert's
look
a
at y'all
great
though.
Herbert's
It's a
a
great
great
album.
album.
It's a great
Just
album.
one song. It's just one song I do not like on that.
Which
That's
one?
it.
Please don't say that
Um,
Big Sean and Russ one. Please don't say that
No,
because
no,
that
no.
song's
It's
hard.
it's
Okay.
the last song. It's the like second to the last song.
Not the one with DJ Premier's production
Of
on there.
course, that's him rapping his butt off.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the second to the last. I forgot how it go.
I forgot the name of it.
I do not care. It's an inspirational song, but I understand the
Mhm.
purpose. I just like, dang, he should have kept that off. It'd been perfect. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
just my
Shout out to Absol for being a good sport, probably watching the video and
yeah,
posting about it. Yeah.
yeah.
That was really dope.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you get, the tour and everything get worked out, man. So
Yeah.
one day maybe he pull up in Texas, bro. We might have to pull up, B. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I remember
Hey,
one
put some more
show.
vinyls on your site.
Yeah, hey man, we need that control system ASAP.
Ooh!
Hey, put that on. Hey, put that up. Get that wax treatment. Hey, you got all my monies.
Facts. You got me. Put Herbert back on vinyl too, by the way. But
Hmm.
yeah, Absol reposted us. Let us know what y'all think about it down in the comment section down below. But B, it's time to have a real conversation. The unbiased, unfiltered, very truthful conversation about the 1 year anniversary of the
Hmm.
Drake versus Kendrick beef.
Hmm. I gotta, I
B,
gotta, I gotta.
I'm trying to start this
What,
off. Go
yo?
ahead.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
tweet I want to start it off with, man. So this is from Friday, Ricky Dread. I got familiar with him because he pops up on the Company Man's platform. Shout out to Company Man. He tweets, "Let's just call it what it is. The anniversary of the time we all got money, an audience, boost. It's not about Drake, Kendrick, or hip hop culture. It's pretty much about the money and the new boost in audiences that a lot of these podcasts and YouTube channels got,
And Twitter.
and
Twitter accounts.
and Twitter. We've been talking about this for the last year now, not about the beef, but just the after effects of the beef and the things that was going on when the beef was, you know, settling down.
Yeah, the aftermath. Hmm.
It's been a little nasty. It gets to a point where I hop on and let's say, me, I'm gonna say names, I don't care. I click on a rap latte video and I see what's his call his name? Green, and I see Torre and I see Curtis King pop up on there. And it just seems like it's a lot of Drake hate. It could be a conversation about somebody else and then Drake get popped up into it. It gets to a point where it's getting cringy, B. Like it don't even feel genuine no more. It just feels like we know what people are gonna like. We know we're feeding the audience. And it's just kind of disgusting. I'm all for. I know people. I've been knowing people that dislike Drake for years before the beef, but it gets to a point where like it's not even being genuine no more. Like people tweet things about Drake because they know the fan base don't like Drake, and they just tweet random things. It's this dude named some Jalopy or something like that. Like he'll just randomly tweet something
Oh, you talking
stupid
about that
about.
Bungos
Yeah,
Jalopy?
yeah.
Ain't he
He
like
has
a
a.
rapper himself? I don't
Yeah, he
respect that.
is.
When you a
Yeah,
rapper and you glaze another rapper, I can't respect it.
it's like this thing he does. He has a whole YouTube channel where he do like all he do is talk about like Drake and Kendrick, and mostly like Drake hate. Like he'll randomly tweet something about Drake, and people just be in there laughing and just saying stuff back and forth. It's just really corny behavior. Like I'm gonna tell you, like one of the corniest things I saw this past week was I sent you that tweet. I think I sent it to you. The chick tweeted out, "If you don't like sinners, I know what side you land on." Pretty much on the
Oh
Kendrick and
yeah.
Drake beef, and I'm like, come on, man. Just because somebody have a different opinion, you know what side that just because they saw Maul and Ish, that's pretty much. And Ish be rooting, he be not rooting, but he be saying good things about Kendrick and stuff. Like y'all
Yeah.
just don't know. Y'all see clips go around, even though context nobody care about it, but still, it's just that's just a stupid ideal. And I'm just sick of it, B. I'm at the point where like I want to block it, but I just have to understand and look at these unhinged conversations we having about this beef.
I agree. Today I finally done the thing where I'm not gonna respond to Busby no more. I'm not gonna respond to Screwface no more. I just muted them. I also want to
Mm.
mute the person that keeps putting them on my timeline because why do y'all keep putting them on my timeline? They're just cornballs who they don't love hip hop. You can tell the people who don't love hip hop. Y'all only like certain aspects of it because y'all make money off of it. Y'all don't fool me. Yeah, the whole space has been nasty. All everybody wants to talk or hear about is Drake and Kendrick. And the worst part is then we gotta have conversations about top five. Um, what's the other boy's name? The whole Dodie Six thing that happened. People being nasty about that, him being homeless and all that. Um, uh, Jay Hitta being weird on Twitter. The whole aftermath of the beef, it's made a lot of people money. And it's probably made a little business for them. But once that beef dries up, B,
Man,
and people now making 1 year anniversaries of songs, like specifically the song, not the week of the song. Oh, 1 year ago today, this is when 616 in LA dropped. I'm like, we're gonna do this every single day for the next few days. I'm like, really?
because then
We
he
can't just
dropped
do it for a
those.
week.
He dropped all that in one day, right? Like 616
I think he did the 616 one,
and Meet the
616
Grams
grams. Yeah.
was
But
that
you know,
one
they was
day.
doing it for like, oh, push-ups, oh, tailor
Hmm.
made, oh, euphoria. I'm just like, oh my God.
B, I'm gonna tell you something else nasty I saw. I blocked this channel, the Academics TV joint, when they talking
Mhm.
about if Nissy got killed for calling somebody a snitch, what would B? What should Drake do? B,
B.
bro, this
Did you
stuff
see
is
my tweet on
nasty.
that? I said
Nah, I didn't see
enough.
it.
That's all I be
It's
tweeting sometimes. Enough.
bro, it's just sick. It's just nasty. Like, wow. I had
Did
to
you see
block that,
Rob
bro. I
Mark?
don't.
Did you see that Rob Markman cooked him?
He was Rob. I was in the midst of watching his video. Like in the beginning, I didn't finish it. I got to like 2 minutes in. I didn't get to finish it completely. I will return back to it after this, but because I love Rob Markman. Shout out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rob Markman. I,
But yeah, Rob Markman, he quote tweeted that tweet saying, "The guy behind this account doesn't come from the neighborhoods we do, doesn't have to deal with the consequences of violence in the streets, but has the most to say. Laughs at death slash trauma and casts a check off of it. Act may not run it, but it bears his name, so he's responsible." Mm.
that's
Excellent
just
cooking,
nasty.
Rob.
Yeah,
I,
shout out to Rob Markman, bro.
yeah,
It's
I
just
think
nasty.
Rob said it peacefully, but B, I hate when they gotta drag like my favorites into this. But this has nothing to do with Nipsey. The
Mhm.
whole encounter that Nipsey went through, everything of that nature. Why are we bringing B? I'm tired. I'm tired. What our
Mhm.
old homie Kev you say? I'm tired, boss. I'm tired.
Hey, shout out to Kev, bro. Went to the Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar concert. He was lit. I was talking
Oh,
to
he
him,
was there?
bro. Yeah, he went for his birthday. Bro
Oh,
told me
nice.
I know before we, I just a little intermission. Bro was like, I'm about to sing every song, song, my lungs. He had me
Hey,
dying.
wait, hold up. But he looked more like Drake than he do Kendrick. What that mean? He don't want to be seen
Hey,
with no one darker than him. What's he doing?
Kev said that wasn't a Kendrick and a SZA concert. That was my concert.
Yo, happy belated. I didn't even know his birthday
Yeah,
passed. But oh my God,
I
nah,
was,
this
I
boy.
was, I was talking to him Saturday, bro.
This
He had me
boy is a
dying.
he is a fool.
Yes, bro. He had me dying. But no,
Oh
let's to get back
yeah,
to the conversation.
going back to this, can we be why do these people take such heavy sides on this situation? Because why do they make being this person being my favorite rapper their personality be? I love
It's
Drake. But the lengths that these
mhm.
people go to, I love Kendrick as well. But the
Yeah.
lengths that these people go to for these two artists that don't know them, you're just another number to them on that stream. Why?
B we have this you all across the board, politics, sports, religion, you have to pick a side. You in the middle, you don't get no play. Nobody care about what you lukewarm, you either hot, you either cold. So you either Drake or you either Kendrick, you either Republican or Democrat. You either a Laker fan or you a Clipper fan. It's like you can't be, oh, I like, it's just hard. Like being objective and actually trying to actually critique both artists on certain things. You're gonna be, oh, you a Drake Glazer, oh, you a Kendrick Glazer. And like, okay, if you watch this video, I'm talking good. Like we just did a review of Kendrick Lamar album. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't win. You either have to stand on it. So if you made that stand of like, oh, I'm on Kendrick's side, you gotta ride with Kendrick. I haven't seen nobody on YouTube, and I watch a lot of YouTubers try to understand. Like I said, I like to bring conversations everywhere. And if you pick that side, I haven't seen no other critique of that person. If you pick that side, no other critiques of that person. I don't see it when they pick the side. Like, like with Troy, like Troy the homie. Like Troy, he said, I'm only person that I ever watch is Troy that says I'm biased to Kendrick, but this dude critiques him. He the only person I know that does it. Besides, like, anybody that picked a side, he critiques evenly with life. That's just how life is. We all like everything is different, bro. Like, but we all can experience it, but we have a different experience. And I'm like, how do you go into a situation, listen to an album or listen to a song and not have another emotion attached to it. It's no way this dude make you feel this way all the time. And they
Mhm.
try to conceal it. I'm just saying, it's just how humans are. I could hear a Kendrick album or a song and be like, I don't like this that much, but I still love this album. That's just what I'm trying to say. It's no way they riding to somebody and agreeing with somebody till the wheels fall off, B. If you agree with everything someone says or do, what is that, B? Are you a sheep? Do
Sheep,
you have a mind? Do you have
sheep.
a mind of your own? Come on, man. Us thinking, just being ourselves and having a mind of our own, we glazers, we Kendrick haters.
But it's funny though, B. Like I always say, whenever I'm saying something great about Kendrick, I'm never called a Kendrick glazer. When I say
Mm-mm.
something great about Drake, oh yeah, you're a Drake glazer.
Another
Kendrick's
thing.
fans
Oh my
that
bad.
turned into stands have turned into one of the worst fan bases along with Drake fans. Now they both do some heinous things, but the stands have just mm,
B.
mm.
These stands would criticize, like they'll say, "Oh yeah, so and so did this with like they artists or whatever," but they'll try to find an excuse of why they did it. I'm like, what in the world? They were saying Kendrick's not your savior, but also brought up oh, but he helped Lefty Gunplay. Lefty Gunplay said he could be helping Lefty
Oh,
Gunplay. But
B,
I'm
remember he
just
has the tools to help Drake too. He has the tools to help Drake. He was
yeah,
offering Drake the
he was offering
tools.
he was offering Drake help. Drake didn't take the help. I'm like, so he's the savior. I'm like, come on, guys, like y'all have to pick. Like, what are y'all going? So
And,
yeah,
and also, B, I want to say this one thing. I hate when people say either this was a bad battle or like Drake can't rap or anything. Anyways, if Drake can't rap, then why would Kendrick Lamar go into a rap beef with him? Why would he call his name out on Control? Why would he challenge Drake and rebuttal Drake? We gotta start thinking logically, B. Like Drake is a good rapper. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar respects him enough to actually want to battle him on wax.
and
I hate
B.
those talking points, B.
And they doing lyric breakdowns of Family Matters and saying like it's not he's not out rapping Kendrick and how they reading the lyrics. You could read any lyric and make it sound whack. I
Or
could read
simple.
a simple. I you could it's easily you can do it to any rapper. You don't have no enthusiasm. You don't care about this
Hmm.
rapper, so you're not gonna be like, ooh, this is hard. You're not gonna have that energy. Like,
Hmm.
come on, bro. Like, I just don't like it. I'm sick of it. And like, there's no way I'm not gonna sit on here and have a glaze fest on this beef for a 1 year anniversary. I'm not. I'm gonna have the real conversation about it. It's
Hmm.
corny. It's
Hmm.
corny. I'm not
I
gonna
feel
sit here
like
and be
we
like,
talked about it enough.
yeah, it's enough. I don't have to nothing to say about Not Like Us. It's the hugest
Hmm.
song, one of the biggest. It's probably the best, not the best, but the biggest diss track ever. Grammy Award winning, radio play out this world, Super Bowl performance. What else I have to say about it? We lived through it. Okay, if we go back 10 years, I mean, go ahead like 10, 15 years and do, we look back at this. Okay, cool. Y'all
Different. We
can't
revisit.
one be once this year, I mean, once this stuff die down, what these channels gonna do? I'm telling you, everything's gonna correct itself. I said this a few podcasts before. Everything's correcting itself. The housing market, the car market, the job market. Watch this right here is like this beef was a stimulus package for YouTube. All of it's gonna be inflation. Everything gonna mess up. It's like when they gave us that $1,500 and everybody started buying. Y'all
Hmm.
start getting everything was inflated. Watch, it's all gonna be corrections. Some of y'all channels gonna start back dying because it's gonna be to a point with the listeners. They ain't gonna want this no more. They don't want this food no more. They're gonna move on to something else. Everything continue to move. Like right now, podcast is at a standstill and live is at the big. Live streaming is the hugest thing right now. Everything changes. Once Kendrick and Drake stuff die down, what they gonna be doing, B? Remember when Drake dissed
Yeah.
Kendrick?
You had to be there for this night. Like
And
this
people
was a
gonna be
night
like,
to
hey
remember.
man, let's talk about something else, bro. It's gonna happen, B. This can't last forever. Look, I'm gonna say one more analogy.
Hmm.
My company, the old company I used to work for, they was booming during COVID, B. Booming. Hey, the inflation started, interest rates started getting high, inflation started hitting, layoffs. Hey man, we spent too much money, man. We did so well. We just Not all right. Hey, it's time to pull back. Reconstruction.
Mhm.
Just how
Mhm.
Adam 22 did. He was. I thought we was gonna see the same numbers, man. Bro, it's gonna correct itself, bro. Them same people all in y'all live streams, they ain't gonna be there no more. Some of them gonna outgrow this. They gonna move on, be watching financial content. They gonna go somewhere else, bro. It's what's gonna be. But that's all I gotta say, man. I'm just ready
Yeah.
for it to correct itself. I'm not saying I ain't ready for y'all. I don't want to see y'all eating because I know y'all making y'all money, get y'all money. Y'all know what pays the bills. Drake and Kendrick pay y'all bills.
Yeah. But don't ever talk to me about morals and integrity ever. Because we
Never.
obviously know what y'all sacrificed for $1. Then they want to talk about they care about hip hop. Or they want to make merch that says protect hip hop. It has a generic black dude on it with a mic. That looks whack, by the way. That merchandise is whack. Don't let me put Kendrick in the thumbnail with a superhero, with a Superman cape on and all that, with my mouth wide open, ready to catch something.
Goof.
It's just a bunch of whackness, me. A bunch of wackiness.
It's goofy,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when people felt one way, but because the money isn't paying on that, they got to switch it up, saying that the Hard Part 6 was the nuke. But then when they got on the internet, really a year later, the Hard Part 6 really wasn't that good. You was just hyping it on your reaction though. Screwface
B,
Gene.
what's so crazy? What I like to do, I like to go on some of their channels and see like the videos that they try to do differently,
Uh-huh.
flop, put
Oh
out
yeah.
something else. Bro, just be genuinely you, bro. I know y'all
Hmm.
want that money, but just be you. I'm telling you.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey B, everybody can't be authentic, B. At one point, what they say, you gotta act like you because you're gonna get tired of acting like someone else at some point.
Yeah.
So
I gotta look at that one channel of them girls. I forgot their names.
oh, I
Remember
forgot
they
their name too. But
was
I
it like
subscribed
shot?
from them because they was just talking about Kendrick and Drake the whole time. I'm just like, y'all
Yeah.
doing 10 episodes over the beef, and the beef is over already by the time y'all talking about it. I'm like,
Yeah,
dog, slow.
they was like talking about the Super Bowl performance, and I'm like, bro, that was it was months ago. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying?
Hey, they was getting views off of it though, probably. So
Hey, let them do their thing, man. I gotta check them out. I want to see what they doing now.
yeah. We also gotta check out that boy deleted. Hopefully his account ain't on private no more.
I haven't seen none of his stuff pop up.
Me neither. So he might have blocked me following them. So hey, I get blocked, B. Hey, I got blocked by Lloyd Banks. I didn't even say nothing directly to you besides my review of your album last year.
Getting blocked by Banks is crazy. I didn't
Facts.
even
I
know he
never
had
added him or nothing.
I didn't know he had a Twitter account.
I didn't either. I saw people posting his new tape, and I'm like, oh, let me click it and maybe add it to the notes. Hey, went to that thing. I'm like, I can't comment under there. I'm like, why can't I comment on there? Click that profile. Lloyd Banks has you blocked. Why is Lloyd Banks blocking me?
Uh, Ice on the Joe Budden podcast, he said it was better than the last one because he's like it was more versatile, like with the beats because
Mm.
it can get redundant. So I was like,
Wait,
man, I
hold
might
up.
have
But
to.
when I say that, B, but when I said that his beats was redundant last year, no, that's crazy, B. That's crazy. Did they kill him for the same take, B? Did they kill him for that? They killed
Oh
me for
no,
that. Lloyd Banks fans still try to come at me for that. That's crazy, B. I want you to know that. That's crazy.
it'd be crazy and like it'd be random. We'll have somebody comment on that video. I'll be like, dang, that video almost 2 years old somehow.
Facts. They talk about, oh, this dude doesn't know hip hop. Lloyd Banks of all people, because I don't like this album now. I don't know all of hip hop at all. I dog.
Bro, you can't like everything, bro. Everybody not gonna like you.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah, I think that's about it for today's episode, B.
Yeah, man. I think we because we talked a lot off pod. I forgot, so it adds more onto this. I was like,
Hmm.
dang, I feel like we've been having like a 3 hour pod.
Uh-huh. Well, that plus all the reviews at the beginning because we
Oh
we
yeah,
we listened to stuff together that we didn't
yeah,
know.
yep. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
But yeah, that has been another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. B, you got a little tweet to close us out with? Did you find it?
Man, I didn't, bro. I'm
B,
sorry, B.
my closing statement. That two B words versus a gorilla with Quentin Burston in it. How do you feel about it, B?
Quentin Burston,
That the girl that made
Brunson,
it Abbott Elementary. I don't know how to say her
Quinta
name.
Brunson. She's in that
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, two B words versus a gorilla. She's the girl on the right with the pigtails.
No, I saw Tariq Nasheed talking about they was tethers. I'm like, that girl not a tether.
Hey B, I saw that video. It said two B words versus a gorilla, two black women versus a gorilla, basically. I said, oh, the think pieces that are about to come from this.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my lord, you seeing it?
Bro, that's disgusting. I didn't
Hey
watch it.
B, go to the comments, B. Oh, they going. So you might as well should have just said two black B words at that point. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
they're being racist, boy.
uh-huh. And obviously they're acting like caricatures or stereotypes of
Yeah, that's just
people.
nasty, bro. That's just nasty. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh man, come on, B.
That's been another episode of Beyond BT Culture. My name is Chase the Dark Sage.
I'm T.
Peace.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.